1 second. All right. What's so funny, Seb? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. What episode? 7? Is it 7?
Start this shit over.
Lucky
Start
number
over.
7.
Start over.
It is.
No, it's always good
It
to
is
start with
7.
a little bit of
7.
funky stuff.
It's-
All right.
It's,
Welcome
live.
back to
We're
episode
live,
7.
boys.
Yes, episode 7 of podcast Suicida. We got the whole team in the building today. We
Sure
got
do.
myself. We got one half of the bloodline, David Cuddy. We got Bell Time Seb. We got the man Gene Lesnar, Gene Charles, and then we
Hey
have.
man, the feds looking at me. Say my full name.
It's on the screen.
He's put that
When you record the Zoom, your name is right there.
He's
They
putting
can
the
read
drop on you. That was crazy.
Oh, the feds are looking at me. Let me say my full name.
it. You want me to restart?
Should we restart?
No, no, keep
No.
it, keep it.
We
Okay.
already
That was funny.
we're in it.
And then finally, we have the man
With
who
COVID.
is fighting through a battle right now to be with us,
This
but
is
he
my flu
cares.
game.
Yes, this is his flu game. We have Gabe. How are you?
I've been
feeling?
not just this podcast, all the other podcasts since like middle of July. I feel like I've been sick every other week, so I've been saying, "Oh, this is my flu game" on like
I
every
was
other
about to say,
podcast
didn't
I've
you
been
say
in.
that already?
Yeah, I've been fuck.
Yeah, before
Yeah,
the party, he was like,
Captain
he's
COVID.
gotta puke.
Fine.
He's gotta puke.
You know Captain Charisma. I'm Captain COVID right now.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
All right, we got a few topics to talk about this week.
my peeps.
Nothing. Nothing as newsworthy as say last episode, where it seemed like AEW was falling apart. But instead of starting on a negative note when it came to AEW, let's start on a positive note. Start with this week. This week was obviously Grand Slam at Arthur Ashe Stadium, Dynamite and Rampage. You got 2 hours of Dynamite, you had 2 hours of Rampage. And let's just go through that real quick. So let you guys start. How you feeling about it?
AEW really came together in terms of like having all this bullshit dropped on them by CM Punk. And just
I will
Really?
be right back. I forgot I have to move my car.
having everybody just completely saying they're not gonna make it, this is their end, this and that, and they really pulled through with a post Dynamite where John Moxley cut a fantastic promo, probably one of the best in his career. And then we had this week at Grand Slam. I thought it was a solid show.
You thought it was
wow.
solid.
I
You
did
thought it
think-
was solid.
I think it was solid.
I
All right,
thought it
keep
was
going, keep going.
solid. I would say solid is the word I would use to describe it.
Nah.
Didn't blow me away.
Nah.
There was no Daniel Bryan, Kenny Omega on this card, like last Grand Slam. It had a lot to live up
Yeah.
to. That claim
Well, Daniel
Can't-
was on the card
he was.
No,
but
he's talking about that match.
in terms
like,
of yeah.
I'm saying
that
last
match stole
year's
the
match.
show.
Yeah. And this year you had the Acclaimed and Keith Lee and Swerve Scott, and that was a really good match. More
It was
important than
alright.
the match, you had a great moment at the end where them finally getting
Yeah,
coordinated.
that was it. Yeah, they were hot for that whole match. That's probably like the only match they were really hot for. Like even the John Moxley versus Daniel Bryan. Well,
They
not
were
Bryan,
hot for
Bryan
the
Danielson.
entrances. They
That
were
was
hot
it.
for the
That was
entrances.
it. That was it. That match was fucking like a 3.5.
I
I'll
mean,
give
3.5
that match-
solid.
3.5.
No. 3 out of 10. 3
Oh,
out
come
of
on,
10.
Gene.
Whoa.
Gene, I agree
3
with
out
you.
of 10. That match
It's
was
not
whack.
something I'll ever rewatch, but it wasn't
Yeah.
that bad. But also, that's what you're fucking
Boring as
getting with
fuck.
Moxley as your champ. Enjoy.
I didn't want that.
Wake me when MJF is champ.
It's
Don't
happening.
even
It's
no.
coming.
Wake me when it should have been Bryan Danielson versus Hangman. And I'd rather watch that. I wanted to watch that match more than anything. But
That's not a bad.
that
idea.
whole
Well,
that whole
Hangman was
show-
off the
that-
card for obvious reasons.
that whole
Well,
show
he was on
like a 2.
Rampage.
Oh, he was
he
on
was on
Rampage.
Rampage.
That's
He was
right.
on
Yeah.
Rampage.
He was on the second hour,
Which
of
is
Nobody
fucking
Watched
stupid. And
Rampage.
sorry to spoil you, Seb, but we're live here. There's a battle royale. It's
for
a bunch of
the ticket, right?
It's a bunch of mid carders.
The fuck is it? Is
They-
it Dave?
They didn't put top people in there.
I believe it
was-
was for a title shot.
It's
on
for a title
Wednesday,
shot,
right?
yeah.
In Cincinnati,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's what they said.
which is kind
They
of a
had
mess.
no, they had something backwards, unless I'm missing something. So again, I don't want to spoil it. For
I
shit,
didn't see
but
it. I think I already know who won because I saw
Okay, but
what
when you
the
see who's
planned
in the
title
match,
matches
it's
at next
obvious who
week.
wins.
Seb, nobody
So
else
it was
really
just
watching
predictable.
either.
yeah,
It was just predictable.
It was
it was
predictable,
really
but Hangman's still fucking nice with it. Even though it's
Dude,
predictable, I enjoyed watching.
He
He's
definitely
too
got
nice.
demoted going to Rampage. That's what
yeah.
it feels
So
like.
if you saw in the chat last
How
night,
did he get demoted going to Rampage when John Moxley fought on there? CM Punk fought on there.
Well,
you know, Rampage is not the same caliber as Dynamite.
hold on.
It never was, but those
won.
people were on it. Freaking, there was a lot of people on Rampage that fought on Rampage. Like John Moxley was on fucking AEW Dark. Is that
Main
being super
eventers fight
demoted?
on Rampage
They kind of
They
do.
do
But
go
I'm
on
just
Rampage.
saying nobody watches it though.
because
Which is-
Rampage is sort of like the house show for the people who are there, and then you get to watch it at home too. It's like
Yeah.
usually what happens on Rampage doesn't affect the overarching story, and if it does, you're gonna hear about it on Dynamite.
If you go back
Exactly.
and if you ever go back and watch that, if you look, there's a lot of that crowd going. A lot of that
Well,
crowd
it's a
left.
fucking 4-hour show.
There was
I know
4
that's
hours,
why they
but I don't-
stupid.
I don't know if
I feel like
stay
they
for 4
they
hours.
probably didn't do dark
The-
though.
The main event started. I heard the main event started at the main event
11:40.
of Rampage started around like 12:25.
Bro, I'd be
Oh,
tired.
I thought it was
bro.
11:40.
Fuck that.
I'm going home at that point. Like you know, I vouched for Rampage, but not at that. I'm going home, bro.
I'm
I
probably
heard
not
you.
going home.
I heard you.
I love
didn't
live
watch it.
wrestling.
It's also different when you're in that atmosphere.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. That's true.
Yeah, it's
And
chill.
it was
I mean,
a
you've
good
seen
it was a match that you'd stay for.
Jungle Boy and Ray Phoenix.
No,
I saw that.
that kicked off Rampage.
That's the match.
No, that
I'm
was
on
the
right
main
now.
event.
No.
No, it wasn't.
I literally just watched it.
What?
That-
I just started
Bro,
that.
The
match.
main event. Did you
What was
watch
the
all the
main
way
event?
through?
I
Game?
did. I did. What's
Starks
the
and
main event?
Hobbs. Starks
right.
and
Main
Hobbs.
You're
event
right.
is the
My bad.
lights
You're
out.
Lights
right.
out
Lights
match.
out.
Yeah.
I have COVID.
I
Give
like
me a
how they
break.
say like it's a
Memory
lights
loss.
out match when it's like I don't know why you need to give it a different
I thought that was a really
name
good
than
match.
like unsanctioned.
They have
no,
to,
I'm not
'cause-
shitting on the match.
Yeah.
Like because when you say lights out match, that casual fans can be like, oh my god, the wrestling in the dark, which like is stupid.
Why would
But
they
all-
say that?
Like the super casual fan. I'm saying.
Lights
Because
out.
somebody who doesn't watch wrestling, they're gonna think some shit like that. When
Yeah.
all that's lights out about it is that after
turn the
Justin
lights
Roberts
out.
stops talking, the lights went out for like
5
maybe
seconds.
half a second, not even like a second, and then they come back on, and then it's just like a no DQ match.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
I guess it just gives it a little bit more
That,
sense.
I know why they call it that. It's probably due to just like copyright namesake. I'm pretty
No,
True.
you could
sure.
say you could say anything goes match. A no disqualification match. You could say that.
Maybe I don't know the
There's
legal
no license
ramifications
copy
behind
in
it.
for that.
If it's all they
Every-
can
like-
do, I'm not like shitting on them because it's still a good match. I'm not gonna
WWE
not
might
watch a
have
match
rights to
because
that.
of it. Yeah, like unsanctioned or some shit.
What
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what happened? Let's run through what happened on Dynamite.
Yeah. let's do that.
Because that's where we're kind of like at Gene, do you think it was a bad show?
Yes.
You thought it was a bad
not-
show.
No. All right. Not bad, but that shit was boring as fuck. Let's be real. All right. Yeah.
By the way,
Y'all
this
can
is
sit there and
peak
say
me
that.
like going into a COVID coma at this point during that Dynamite.
So
Okay, Jericho fucking winning the ROH title. I thought that was awesome, honestly.
That
I
was
thought
great.
it was good.
The
No,
crowd
that
loved
was,
it.
Yeah, I think that's. I
that
think
was good.
That was a
I
great
think that's the right
kickoff.
call. Yeah.
Okay. And then
Okay. The
didn't they
Pac
jump
versus
into the Acclaim?
Pac. No. The Pac versus
Cassidy.
freaking Orange Cat. That match was so boring. And
Groundhog
whack.
Day.
That match was whack. That
It was a
Groundhog
little
Day.
boring.
Whack.
It was a little.
And
it's
you've
'cause of
seen it a
Pac.
million.
It's
I've
'cause of
seen that.
Pac.
I've seen that a million times.
I just
Yeah.
hate the whole stupid, like it was just dumb. And then when Pac did the outside dive and missed Orange Cassidy because Cassidy wasn't in the right spot, he looked right at the camera and said, "Are you fucking serious?" He gave that look. Are you serious? This is like, come on. And then like the whole, he's about to jump off the top ropes onto him. He puts his leg up. Oh my god, that was stupid. Now I would have been like, yo, I
How'd
don't
you
wanna
feel
wrestle
about the
these people.
finish?
Finish was whack.
The finish was kind of
Pac
whack.
won, right?
He won by taking the ring bell and concealing it in his hands.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
made it look like an elbow.
I just,
Ooh.
I'm anti having Cassie just keep losing.
Well, that's
Ooh.
that's the thing though. He's usually fine after he loses though. But I get it. Like if you keep having him lose, it's just like, are we supposed to take him seriously if he has like a title shot?
This match, it
Dude's
kind
like,
of felt
yo,
like
yo.
he had lost some flair. Like the crowd was, his entrances always get people to pop, but as the match started, I feel like people weren't as invested as they normally are.
He
with all
is
this
Yeah,
shit.
because it's the same shit.
It's
just,
oversaturation with him too. It's like you don't have to have him lose so many matches if you don't put him out there so much. Like
Yeah,
keep him more of a
facts.
special attraction.
Yeah.
Did you see he has that mainstream appeal? Because isn't like their most viewed YouTube
Yeah.
video some like crazy high, like almost 50 million or something like that, and it's him.
Orange Cassidy actually like is a huge portion of like in terms of the ratings. It's like him, MJF, and somebody
Do you
else.
know,
You know
who the
how
number
old that
two
dude is?
draw in this company is? No,
You know how old,
wrong.
yo,
It's
you know,
me.
you know how old that dude is? That dude's like fucking 40 years old, dude.
Yeah, Orange Cassidy is actually
Is
on
he?
the
Yeah,
other
so
side.
his career,
Yeah, he is.
yeah.
It's crazy.
I found out from the guy from the gym.
He
He
looks
told me that.
great
He's
for
like,
his age.
Our
nah, he
friends
does look
from
great, but it's just like
I forget the name of the podcast.
new age,
New
the
Age
new age,
Insiders.
So this
yeah,
is
new age
one thing I
inside the
just
Fox.
Great
uh,
podcast.
just to throw this in before we move
It
on,
really
I
is.
went to AEW's YouTube channel and just you can see the top two rows of their most popular videos. You have one, the first, second, fourth, sixth, and eighth most popular videos on their YouTube channel include Orange Cassidy in
There you
some
go.
way. The number one is a AEW online exclusive where it was Cody Rhodes versus Orange Cassidy. It was some kid, so it's not technically him, but it involves him. 43 million views. The second most is the clip from his match versus Pac at Revolution a few years ago. That's at 37
That was
million
great.
views. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, that's two videos that have more than CM Punk's arrival, and both those videos have more than both of those
Crazy.
CM Punk videos combined.
Orange Cassidy is
So-
like that. He's
Yeah.
he's a draw.
He's
Oh.
easy. He's easy to like. He's easy to be entertained by.
Yeah. Yeah,
Let
he's
me,
digestible like orange juice.
Exactly.
Let me add to I see what you did.
Oh
there.
my god, you need some.
Let me add some perspective real quick to Dynamite. It was only 5 matches for 2 hours.
Yeah,
That's one thing I did like.
it kind of flowed like a pay-per-view, honestly.
Yeah.
Felt like a
Yeah,
pay-per-view.
It
but
was
you know,
digestible.
it
like
felt
orange
like
juice.
Title
a
matches.
it felt like a WWE pay per view. Like when Vince had it, that shit was boring. Man.
Oh,
Ah.
Oh my god, that's so.
I'll give
Some-
you I think I know why Gene says
Let me pull
that.
up the card. Let me pull up the
Because-
card.
Because you have Pac and Orange Cassidy, and then right after that you had the women's match, which was whatever.
Oh my god.
So that whole
yeah.
chunk of time, that's like at least
slow
say-
time.
that was an hour. So I could see why Gene would say that because that's probably like half of the show, and he's like, "Fuck, like, let's get through this." But I really enjoyed the main event. I liked the tag match, and I liked the opening, and that's 3 out of the 5 matches. That's the majority of the show.
I got the show right here. All right.
Shout out to the Acclaim.
So many
Shout out to
people.
Acclaim.
So many. Oh yeah, my fault. Shout out to Acclaim. So many people was mad at Jericho. I'm like, are you serious?
Yeah, I
man?
don't
No,
get it,
I
bro.
think
I
it's a
don't
great
get-
move, honestly.
Yeah,
So
I do.
many
Me
people
too.
hated it though.
I think
I don't know why.
People were really happy that Cesaro finally got a title, but I think if you give it a little bit of time.
Jericho fucking
Um,
rules. Jericho has like done so much to save this company in its time of need, honestly.
And he's about to
yes.
save ROH.
So,
That's
all
what
right.
he
So
needs to
that was
do.
the first match. That was great. That
That
got
was
a
a
huge
good
pop.
match.
Crowd was into it.
Match was
Then the-
decent.
The tag team match was right after that. That was fantastic. That's basically the first hour right there.
Yeah.
Now we have
That
the
was
pack
dope.
match, which was whatever.
Pack match is only 13 minutes. It was shorter than the intro.
And then you had the women's match, and then the Saraya debut. And what does everybody think about the Saraya debut?
Oh.
I legitimately I can't even speak. I legit
Legitimately,
popped. Thank you.
legitimately. There you go.
Yes.
It happens.
I popped when she came out because I,
I
didn't
bet
see
you
it coming.
did. I bet
I
you did.
I
Everybody
didn't
get
see
to
it
watch
coming.
live. I didn't
I
get
thought
to
she
watch
was
live,
done.
but yeah, I didn't
No,
get to
a
watch
lot of
live, but I
people
pulled
said it
up
was coming.
I pulled up Instagram and it was just the first post that I saw, and I was shocked. Yeah, for sure.
You were
did-
shocked.
no
Yeah.
one saw that coming.
A lot of
Like-
people did see it like on the internet. They seen it coming.
Well,
They said she
that's
was
on
coming
them. That's why I always say, if you spoil yourself on the internet, that's on you.
because she soon as she deleted, even when Triple H was back, she deleted it. It had nothing to do with
See, I don't keep up with
WWE.
these.
A lot of people said that she was going there.
that was probably on Twitter. I
It
didn't
got
see it.
hit. I
Nah,
won't say I
on
popped.
Instagram.
It got a out of me. Oh.
It
I'm
got
like,
a
oh fuck! Oh my god!
Sick
it's-
theme though. Sick theme.
I
I don't
will
even
s-
remember it.
I
I'm sure
will
it'll grow on
say
me.
though.
Zombified. That song's on my gym playlist. So I heard the video and I was like, "What?" And I was like singing along to it. 'cause
I
know the
will
words.
say
You're
for
better.
sure. Listen, guys, this is a woman who was the pioneer of the women's revolution. Let me just say
She
that.
had a
like,
neck.
she was.
What?
She was. That's the first woman they
What
started
about
with.
AJ
That's the
Lee?
first one. AJ Lee is
Yeah.
also. She's in that conversation.
But AJ Lee
What
came
about,
first.
Michelle McCool? What
No,
about
no,
Michelle
no,
Because
McCool?
Paige came out to interrupt
AJ
AJ Lee
Lee.
that time on Raw. That's the famous like Paige whatever, right?
Yeah,
Let's be real-
but the
nah,
revolution
man, don't
started in
say she was.
NXT. And the revolution started in NXT, not Raw. That's what they want
Revolution
you to
will
think.
be
First of all,
televised.
I didn't know. It started in
Stand-
2008,
Hey.
2009 when you had Michelle McCool, Mickey James.
That's
Are you
They
not
serious?
wanted
that's
They were
not
all
it.
to. That's
Here's
not
the
the
thing, yeah.
That's not
revolution,
it.
though.
That was
They
they
spoke
were
out.
dope. They were good, yeah, but
That's
they
not
were
the
they were that
revolution.
last group to be held back.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah.
That's that last group of people where you're like, damn. Like, imagine if they could let them go.
Paige was the first one to start. She was the first NXT champion, and then after a short while, they called her up so that they could mix it up. And then shortly after her, they called up Sasha and whatnot. Like,
That's
all
what
of
I
them.
would pop for. If
Sasha.
Sasha came out on AEW television, I'd scream like it's Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Paige just unfortunately has
I don't think she would.
time against her, because had she not had that terrible injury that took off years of her career, she would have been same star power.
I mean, she probably wouldn't be available, to be honest.
Yeah,
If
she
didn't
wouldn't be
have those
available
injuries,
either, right?
This would have
True.
never even happened.
True.
All right. When she came out, I did not pop. I'm telling you that right now. I was like, are you serious? Because I already knew she had laryngitis because she had a kissing disease. And she wasn't cleared to she wasn't like cleared to freaking wrestle, man. It's like, why'd you bring her back now? Like, because they're in New York. You
She
could've brought
must be
somebody else back.
cleared. Why would Tony
She's not.
sign
She's
her?
not.
Well,
It doesn't
Tony
matter.
signed
She's
Jeff
not
Hardy, but
cleared.
Jeff
That's-
Hardy obviously
that's
had
part-
like crazy issues.
Yeah, that
This guy's
Yeah,
kind of
but
like
Jeff
collecting
still
action.
wrestle.
That's part of the reason why there was no physicality in her return.
Right.
That's
There
why
Well,
was
I
she's
mean-
talking next
there
week.
was
That's
no
true.
bumps.
That's
or
I know
why
anything.
Seb's
why-
a fan of her out of the ring exploits. I won't get
Hey yo,
I won't I
Yeah,
won't
he
get
definitely is.
yo.
That's
I won't
why he
get too
popped.
into
crazy.
it.
That's why he popped.
You
That's how he
got
popped.
crazy.
Don't go
Yo.
He
rated
popped
on
for
exploit
Xavier Woods when he came back.
Yeah,
too.
now I know why.
I just
Yeah,
remember a
he
new
popped
day
for
as
Xavier
Xavier.
Woods. He
This
was
is
like,
just
"Oh,
the,
Xavier, man! Oh man, that's my guy. Yo,
the attack bell time podcast is crazy.
y'all attack me every fucking week. What you talking about?
No,
I
okay,
pop
to be
for
honest-
Brad Maddox too. And
Whoa!
his schlong thing.
Oh!
Ah,
So
yeah,
much.
yeah.
I was gonna be subtle with it. I was gonna be subtle.
Oh.
Can I screen share right now and just pull up the videos we're talking about?
No.
Might as well.
No,
Might as well.
no.
Might as well.
Oh, look at him.
You
He got
know
the
that
shades
crouching
on, mine
position
as
he
well.
had.
He said mine as well. No.
Listen, if Paige,
No.
I would hope. Let's just say this. I would hope, even though it's not impossible, I would hope that Tony didn't just sign her just to have more.
Yup,
eggs in
no.
his basket.
Yup, he did.
But-
he did because she can't
but-
wrestle.
Hey.
Never
If
say never.
she can wrestle,
She can't.
because listen, Daniel came back, Edge came back, similar injury.
Edge is the big one.
Similar
Yeah,
injury. But
Edge
guess
is
what?
the big one.
They kept working on their neck. They kept
And she
working
has
on their neck.
too.
They kept getting different. Yeah, the kind you like.
Oh man. Listen, if she
That's
does
how
come back to if she does come back to wrestle, then this is a huge opportunity.
Yeah.
For
For sure.
the
No, it's
AEW
not.
division.
No, it's not.
But-
It's not Sasha Banks.
but-
It's not Sasha Banks.
Hold on.
Nobody cares about that division.
Hold on. But it'll only be big if they actually do it correctly, because a lot of these women come in here in AEW and they have a title reign and they make them feel unimportant and they're not doing much of anything.
Not even
And-
that. Not even that, Seb. You could come into it with a nice name and then like, yo, you just suck. They just dropped you out. What's her name? The fallen one. Black shorty.
Athena?
Freaking Athena.
Yeah.
She was
She even
feuding
had a
with Jade too
wardrobe
long.
function. Yo, oh my god,
Yeah.
she's not gonna win. I don't get it. It's just like you brought her in. She had a good part, but let's be like after that,
She hasn't been
I
bad.
think she fizzled.
She hasn't been
She
bad, though.
fizzled.
Yeah.
The
She
crowd
wasn't-
fizzled on her.
She wasn't
She
the
definitely
Rock in
fizzled.
WWE. Like she
Not,
like
every,
was
no,
not
kind of
no,
fizzling
everybody's
in
gonna get
too.
off.
In
Nobody,
NXT,
not
she
everybody's gonna
was.
get. Yeah, not everybody's gonna get off
She
to
was
start
alright in
that
NXT.
like Danielson did.
First of all,
Like,
there's
right.
not that many
They treated her like
female
a big
wrestlers
deal.
in that
She was a big
division.
deal at
She needs to
first.
go out and get skyrocketed.
Yeah, and then she
Yo, there's
stayed
not
on
that- yo,
NXT 2.0
I was a fan.
and they fucking
I'm still a
jobbed
fan.
her
I'm
out.
I'm a fan in the ring for sure. I think
Yeah.
she's one of the best
Yo.
hands they have. By the way, Jade,
There's only 3 good females in that division. She should have got skyrocketed up. Like,
Her
come on.
finisher is one of my favorite finishers.
I
in
do
wrestling.
agree with
Yeah, it is.
I agree with Gene. If they're gonna do like an actual change of the women's division now in AEW, they need to do it immediately. No
You gotta
more
like
waiting
strap the
around.
rocket to somebody's ass.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gotta happen. 'Cause
Yeah, I'll
Now,
strap.
now it's getting ridiculous.
I'll strap something to that ass
come
for
on.
real.
Yo.
I'm just saying, yo, it's like that division is just that's an afterthought. Nobody cares about that division.
All right.
That division
They
was
do
only
have
good last
pieces,
year,
though.
last summer.
They have pieces. They just
Yes.
have to use them correctly.
I will say, watching
Okay,
Rampage,
the cruiserweight had pieces and that
And
was
they didn't
shit.
use them correctly. That's
how
why it was
come
shit.
every fucking episode we end up like fighting over the AEW women's division? This is like
This
the
is
third episode
garbage.
in a
Because
row.
we
It's
all
garbage
want it to be
now.
better. We
We-
all want it
That's
to be better.
right.
We're all coming from a good
I think
point
it
of
is
view.
gonna get better because Jade on Friday, I thought she was really good
Yeah.
in
I
the
didn't see that
presentation.
match yet.
I
When
didn't
she
get to
comes
see the
out,
match.
like you just watch, like
I'll
she's
see
just
it.
got it.
I think she's money. It's just that like yo during
Still
her
kind of
interviews.
green.
Yeah, no. Like of course she's still green. She only been wrestling for
Like 2 years now.
truthfully 2 years, almost 2.5 years. But her interviews it's cool and all, but like yo, the whole cut the shit because they told her to stop saying it. They blurred the fucking shit out when she said Tony cut the shit.
Oh,
They
for
blurred it out.
real?
They
I-
blurred it out.
I
now.
watched it back on stream. I didn't hear it blurred out. She just
It
said
was
it.
blurred out on national TV. No,
Okay.
she right when it comes out, it goes right to a crowd noise, and she's talking, then it goes right into a promo.
Damn.
I think it still has the same effect. You know what she said.
No,
Pretty-
man, I want to
alright.
hear it. All right, it's like getting a Walmart CD,
He
a
right,
rap Walmart
yeah.
CD,
Okay,
and
but
it's
here's the
all
thing.
like blah blah blah. I want to hear the fucking art.
Here's the
all right,
thing.
I want to
Long
hear.
term, they need to do that.
Yeah, Warner's
have
on
to
their
do that.
ass.
Exactly,
about
especially
stuff for
now.
real.
Yeah. Because if they don't do that, then they're not going to get the treatment from Warner that they deserve or that they need.
I don't know, guys. This is like WCW 2000 we're watching, man. This is
I don't
This
know
is
if
not
it's
looking
that
good.
bad.
I'm
It's
not
not
ready to
that
go
bad.
there yet.
Yo, it really. All right,
Yeah.
all right. Ask around. This is WCW 2000.
Think
The way
that's-
Listen,
this is
that's-
Bach.
we gotta get back to the Dynamite review.
No,
Well-
get Dixie Carter. Get Dixie Carter on the
Stop
line
it.
right now.
It's not that bad.
This is WCW.
Dixie
2000.
Carter was never on TNT.
No, I'm just
Facts.
saying
She was
though.
just TNA, right?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no, TNN Spike TV type shit.
And then
You know
she
what I
got
mean? But I'm
dropped from
just telling you.
Spike to
Good old
to
days.
whatever that network.
Good old
Pop,
days of television.
Pop Network.
Anyways.
Destination America.
Mansers.
Destination
Anyways, we will
America.
continue. We
1,000
still
Ways to
have more
Die.
wrestling of this week to
Um,
talk about after the Soraya debut. Gabe, what was next?
Okay, so yeah, you had. So I'm just.
Hold
counting
on,
up the
before
good
you
things-
go, no, whoa,
gosh. What?
whoa. Before you go on, man, that
Eat,
fucking
sleep,
debut was
interrupt
whack.
Gabe. Is that what your shirt says? I can't read the bottom of your shirt.
It says eat, sleep, conquer, repeat.
Okay.
No, it
okay,
says
bro.
break the streak though. It says
What
break
did
the
you
streak.
want to say, bro?
That shit was whack. It wasn't that
That's
good.
what
You sit
Gabe,
Oh, let
you
me
over
fucking.
you
What
over
a
here
heel.
popping.
What
Okay.
a heel.
All right. So far we got.
Guess what? She just smirked and said, "I can't talk. I can."
That's a fucking.
On his hand. This is why he has so
Both
many
of them
takes.
just-
He's He probably loaded into
I might have been the one
he
who froze.
probably loaded into the new 2K and he's Brock Lesnar and then he downloaded a Darby Allin character.
He did have a controller
and
in
then
his
now
hand
he's
just
just
now.
he's just beating the shit out of a Darby Allin down.
Why
Did
is
we
he?
did
I
we
can't
actually
hear
cut his
him right
mic?
now. Is
We
he
cut
like
it?
not actually speaking?
Nah, I was just fucking. I thought I was just going.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you haven't been.
I would have
Bro,
laughed
I
real
really
hard
feel
if
like
all
I'm
of
the
a sudden you
Twilight
just
Zone
like
right
Paused and you were just like messing with your phone, like, oh no, what happened?
Gabe, what did you want to say?
Okay, so far we're not at the main event yet. We have two good things. All right. So we have the first two matches were great. The women's match was whatever, but
Yeah.
then the return was pretty good, or not return, debut of Soraya, and now the main event. I'm pretty sure I didn't see anything else
Yeah,
written down
yeah,
on
that's
this
it.
thing.
That's it.
Yeah, because it was like you said, they were basically just stacking up these matches on top of each
Just
other,
title matches.
kind of like a main event feel.
Yeah.
And the match, the crowd was hot for it, but and MJF, we can't forget MJF watching from above. Watching this match was weird.
Looks
Because,
like he's holding his teddy bear.
what?
It looks like
I
he's holding his
forgot.
teddy bear.
What?
MJF, his segment with
Yes.
Yes, that was the best part. That was one of the illest parts of the show.
Except the headbutt on Tony was really weak.
No, no,
Needed to
I
lay
don't
it in.
care.
No, it
First
was
of all,
so fake.
Tony Schiavone's like 60 years old. It's like
I
he's the
know,
old
but
man.
it was so
Can't handle the
He has a
heat.
bad
Get out the
hit.
kitchen. Get a different
Yeah,
interviewer.
have somebody else do the bump.
Ooh.
I bet
Yeah.
Alex
Okay,
Marvey
Dave.
could take a headbutt.
Ooh,
Alex
okay,
Marvez.
Dave. You
Alex
put the
Marvez
shades
be
on.
taking a
He came
lot.
hard. Okay.
Pause.
Ain't no pause. He was hard right there.
Yo, that's crazy. But
So Wheeler gets destroyed on the mic by MJF.
yeah, he did. Wheeler's not ready for that.
What do you expect, right? Yeah, I was like, this
Yeah.
isn't going to be good. He honestly did better than I thought he would.
He did. He
with
did
MJF,
decent.
but still got destroyed nonetheless. And,
That's how you learn, right?
Yeah,
That's how you
right.
learn. Though. He held his own for like a quick second. MJF said, "You can't hang with me."
Yeah.
And
What
Cass
the hell
comes
was
out.
that, Dave?
That was weird, right? I just heard a
Yeah,
vibration. Was it me? It might have been my
it was
phone.
Dave.
It was
no,
Dave.
it was Dave.
It was
He said,
definitely Dave.
"Mhm."
Oh,
What the
I was
fuck,
humming
Dave?
Wheeler Yuta's entrance. I didn't think my mic would pick it up.
We
all
heard
that.
it, man.
But yeah, I thought
But
that
like-
segment was good. I thought that segment was good. Cass comes out, not Cass. Morrissey comes
W.
out.
Morrissey.
Morrissey
That's
comes
right,
out, who just like
The big dog.
he just looks like a massive
He's a
Edge.
fool.
He's
He
a
looks
big
like
ass motherfucker.
he looks like
Literally,
Edge
yeah.
and Test like mixed
Yeah,
together.
put
really.
together. Yeah.
He
Um,
looks like he cuts down trees and then eats them like they're corn on the cob.
You also forgot the promo between what's his face with him, and that whole little firm segment. The firm segment. Yo, he cut an ill promo
might
talking
have been out
about.
of the room for that.
Wait, really?
Yo, he
That-
cut a promo. Yeah, he said once MJF gets the championship and gets what he wants, that whole crew's disbanded.
Really?
He had the ass boy.
When
Yeah,
did
he
he
had
say
the
this?
ass boys. He said it right
Ooh,
there.
I
He
kind
had the
of
whole
vaguely
segment.
remember this. Not really.
I missed
Was it backstage?
No, it was in the middle of the ring.
Are you talking about the Stokely promo from the week before?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it was the week
Oh,
before.
shit.
That
Damn,
was
that's how-
that was pretty good. I
I
like
liked
that.
it.
I like that they were straight up like, because this is how a lot of factions in AEW behave. It's like they're together at first and then they just disperse, but they'll come back together once in a while. And I'm like,
Yeah, he was straight.
I like
honest with
that
me.
they're just being, they're like, okay, this is sort of just like a business deal, and when he needs us, we're there. But most of the time, we're gonna be off doing our own shit, and that's exactly what happened.
That was
last night.
perfect. It was perfect.
And I like that right after the next week, like Cass or Morrissey comes and does
Right.
his thing to help MGF, and then he's gone. But yeah, that was pretty good. And then does the main event happen?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was really upset at the end of it,
I
but
was
Yeah.
too.
going
It's,
into it, I realized like I feel like both these guys are eventually would lose to MJF, and it just didn't feel like the right moment. I heard somebody else make this point too, that like if that's the crowning moment for Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson, that's not like it's being overshadowed by MJF. It's being
Yeah.
overshadowed by the CM Punk stuff. Like this is about like Bryan Danielson deserves like a better like first title win.
That's what I
than
thought
that.
about too.
So I thought of that, or I heard somebody else say it, but that was sort of going through my head. And then it's just like, oh, is Mox gonna win? And then fucking Mox wins. It's like, okay, we're doing this again. CM Punk relinquishes the title. Mox wins. This happened already. I've seen enough Moxley matches, and yeah,
That's the MVP.
His first
AEW
match
this
with
year.
here's why I will say he's definitely the least injury prone out of everybody, and he's very dependable.
Reliable.
So I respect that out of him. I definitely don't hate him, but I'm just over it, and I don't remember their first match being very good at all.
Brian.
MJF and
Oh yeah, that's right.
Moxley.
Yeah, their match was whatever.
I think that was at that really bad All Out.
It was, yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
But then you have the Hangman winning the Battle Royale on Rampage, and he gets a title shot at Moxley first.
And he's gonna win.
And that would be such a flip flop. At that point,
That
it's
would
like,
be crazy.
it's like at
Imagine.
that point, just throw I think, Gene, you said it. Like, just have Hangman in the tournament and have Hangman win.
Yeah, it just makes no sense.
Well, Hangman wasn't in the
makes no
tournament. He
sense.
just lost. He
Oh,
lost
did he?
to Brian.
Yeah, he
That
lost to
match
Brian
was good,
Danielson.
too.
Right. That was a great match.
Yeah, that was a good match. It was just that like why he couldn't just beat if that was the case, why he gonna beat him? And then like going like at the end of the match, fucking they went off the air. Everybody missed unless you saw it online.
Yeah. I
Everybody
didn't like
missed
that
what
either.
happened.
What happened?
They
Daniel
just
Bryanson grabbed the belt from freaking William Regal, and he actually everybody thought he was gonna hit John Moxley with it, but he doesn't. He ends up shaking his hand, tells him to turn around, puts the belt around him, so, like showing solidarity and unity through the group. But you don't see that. All you see is Daniel Bryan saying, "Oh, Brian Danielson, my fault. Brian
it's okay.
Danielson, take the belt from him, looking mad as
yeah,
fuck."
and then they cut
just
it
cuts
off. The time was weird. I really
They're
don't
so
like
full
when
of
they do
shit with
that.
and I knew it too, because I watched it on recording and I was like, damn, if they go over, the recording's not good. I'm gonna have to like go online to watch the rest of it, like the last
Yeah.
5 minutes. And that's not what happened. And I was like, okay. They're
You
so
don't
capped with
record
the
in 10 minutes.
Warner,
after?
Warner does not give them that extra time.
no, they were like, we'll go long if we have to. And it's like, no, you didn't. You went like an extra like 30 seconds.
Well, I
That's it.
guess Warner probably like, listen, you'll get as much time as you need for the match. After that, we're cutting it off, bro. You got the match.
That's what basically happened. That was like on some old like Monday Night Raw back in the day, or you could say Monday Nitro when they're going off the air. Like, oh man, what the hell happened? What's gonna happen? Like, so they got that like nostalgia out of it, but people seen it online, so
yeah. Pretty smooth show though, honestly. Out of the 5, you only had like
that
2
shit
matches.
was not smooth.
It was
Come on,
fun.
man.
It was good.
You could be
No.
honest. That shit was
I
a
am being
waste.
honest.
You don't
And I'm
get
glad we
moments like the
didn't go.
Acclaimed winning the title, like the most over tag team in the world right now, winning the title in an environment like that. You don't get that every week. Like that in itself
Yeah, that was crazy.
stops the show. Everything else could have been ass. That on the card makes it not a bad show, in my opinion.
Hey, I'll give you that, but no, that show was ass.
Would you rather watch 2018 Raw or that episode?
You got to be a lawyer, Gene.
All right, let's
Damn.
Really,
That episode of
28.
Dynamite.
You bring up 2018 Raw. We're bringing up
Fine,
2022
Fine,
AEW.
2021 Raw. Would you watch that?
Which episode? Which episode you want to give me?
Any episode,
I'll
it
tell
doesn't
you-
even matter. The
Yeah,
one
I
where
would,
Big E
I
wins
would.
the title. Like,
Oh,
there's
definitely, that was
there's
in
nothing
Boston.
You
That
get
was
a
in
random
Boston.
choice.
nothing
Were you there,
happens on that
Gene?
episode.
Were you
Nothing
in the
I
happened-
house
wasn't
when
there.
Big E
No,
won
no,
the
no, no.
title?
I wasn't there, but I was at the Kowloon celebrating with him.
Nothing happened
Oh,
on
did
that
you?
episode, bro.
Yeah, I was.
Is that
Everybody
really? I've always
celebrating
heard the
there.
wrestlers go there after. So
Yeah,
they'll-
they go there. They really go there afterwards, and everybody was buying him drinks and shit.
that's dope.
And they were doing the New Day dance and everything.
That forced fucking title win. Get that shit out of here.
Yo, get
I,
that fucking program we just watched out of here. That
I
shit,
remember
yo, John
talking
Moxley's
to Dave
third
about
fucking
not
title
wanting to
reign.
go to that
Get that
episode.
shit out of here.
Yeah.
I remember, yeah.
And I'm a John Moxley fan.
Well,
Quiet now. Get that. Yo, if y'all sit there and think that AEW shit was good, that shit was whack, man. That shit
I'm
was
not saying it
boring.
was good. I'm
I'm
saying
not
it was
saying
solid.
it was
It
smooth.
wasn't
Like,
bad.
It was bad. It could have been way better. You know what? It could have been way better.
what did you
I
want, bro?
I would have took some of those matches. Yo, to be honest with you, I would have
There's
took that lights
5.
out. No, listen to me. I would have took that lights out match on Friday. I would have put it on the card. I would have took that women's title match, flip flopped them because that shit was garbage.
But
I
then
would've
you would
took
have had the
Jay's
woman
match.
on the main show.
Guess what?
J match
Guess
is
what?
pretty good.
There's really no main. There's really no main woman anyway. So I would have flip flopped those 2 matches. I would have had garbage Darby Allin just to see fucking Muda come back. I would have had that
That
right
match
after
was
the
great.
Jericho
Don't
match.
even
match
do
was
that.
sick.
That match
What-
was
I,
fire.
What
I didn't diss
match?
it. I didn't diss it. I didn't
Oh,
diss
you
it.
you missed it. You missed it, Gabe. It was in the
I
first.
didn't. I didn't
Ah.
It was the first match with the
What
with
was
the
it?
diss it. Yeah,
tables.
it was the. It was the opening
Bro,
It
card.
was
Nah,
a tag match.
That it, yo,
That match
I was
was
about to say
decent.
ding. Darby Allen and
Darby Allin
Sting,
and Ding.
Darby Allin.
both,
It was
both.
garbage, Darby Allin.
No,
You
that's
can
their
say it.
team name. Is just Ding.
Ding.
Yeah, Sting and Darby Allin both took some nasty table bumps. Darby was cut
He was
wide
busted
open on the
No,
side of his head,
no,
and then
no.
Sting. I thought Sting was like out because he took
No.
a table spot where he was on the top rope, and then I forget which one of them it was on the other team, but they pushed him off, and he was supposed to fall through two
You talk about
tables.
Buddy? You talk about Buddy Murphy?
Maybe Sting jumped off. He fell through the first table, and he didn't get far enough, and
And
he
hit his head-
smashed the
yeah,
side of his head on the
yeah.
second table. And not only that, literally they show the table in the part where he hits his head
Was
is broken.
That
Yeah,
shit
All
was
right,
great.
but listen. The
Yeah.
person who took the nastiest bump was fucking
Was
Julia
Julia.
Hart.
Yeah,
She straight
sure,
missed the
yeah.
table
That was
and hit the
crazy.
fucking- She hit the
Oh my
barricade. She
God.
straight missed the table.
That's on her though. She's
That's not on her. That's not on her.
It is on
They
her.
put
She's
the
been
table the
asked
wrong
No,
way.
it is
one.
her fault. No, it is
That's
her
definitely
fault
her
because she
fault.
jumped too far. She literally went clear over the table. She
Facts.
hit her head on the barricade, and she just because obviously
She died. She died.
She's setting up to land. Yeah, she's setting up to land on the table, and all of a sudden she just keeps going, and she hits cement, and you just I
You felt it.
when
You
she
felt it.
fell,
Yeah.
dude. It was just
I
like
said,
a
damn,
thud.
Mom.
Oh yeah.
She's
I was
she's
like,
still
yo, pick
green.
that ass
I
up.
don't know
She's
why
still a
they have her
baby.
there.
She's a
still
baby. She's like 11.
You know who took a
He's
crazy?
20.
You know who almost died on Rampage is Eddie Kingston. He did
What do
like
you-
a
I didn't see
flip
it.
off
I
the
didn't see
apron.
it. I
Yeah.
didn't see
He
it.
Oh
took
my
like a
God.
flip off
He's
the
too
apron.
big
He
to be
almost
doing some
smacked his
shit
head
like
right
that.
on the ring
Oh, I
apron.
didn't finish that
the
match. I
hardest
didn't
part.
finish it.
I
yet.
didn't see it. I
I
didn't
didn't
see
finish
it.
it.
Oh,
I'll see that soon.
it's not a bump
after
that
this
somebody
podcast.
like him, no disrespect.
No,
a bump
yeah,
like
it was
somebody
like
him
you're
should
being
be
reckless,
taking.
bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
It looked like they took somebody out of the crowd to and just dump them on their heads almost.
Yeah. It looked like he hit as hard as he possibly could.
Jesus Christ.
And not in a
I
way
won't
that he
spoil for
sold
you
it well.
guys because it's
It's
just
cheese and
Rampage.
rice, Seb.
I won't
Cheese
spoil.
and rice.
But the ending of that, Dave, you watched?
That was so dumb.
That pissed me off. But
It
then
was
I
so
kind of felt like a mark for being so mad.
Yeah.
I was like,
Don't
I
be-
might be a
don't be-
mark
don't
right
be.
now for being upset.
It was dumb.
Don't be mad. Don't
Well,
be mad.
I
Because,
think I might
Rampage is
know.
garbage.
What are you playing there, Gene?
I'm playing Madden.
Ew. You still play Madden 2022?
Seb,
You
you
know it's
fucking
ass
marked out.
now.
You marked out for
You know
Soraya.
it's ass now. Who didn't? What the
Wait,
fuck? You heard that reaction?
I thought it was
I
cool.
heard the reaction for 2 seconds. That shit was garbage, man. That's just garbage and garbage, Allen, man.
Do we want to talk? Do we want to
Let's
move
move
on
on.
from this? Yeah. Do you want to talk about the?
I give it
feelers?
no. I give that show a fucking
That
two
was
and a
one of the
half.
things. That was one of the things I was gonna run through.
A 2.5 out of 10.
Let's just do
Nah,
the,
2.5 out of 5.
let's start the
Okay.
new segment now. The dirt sheet
Alright.
wrap up.
So I got
Go
three
ahead.
things. So we got a new segment where felt like we had a lot to talk about. It's obviously not going to be as quick this week, but I need to explain what it's all about. Basically, every week we're going to pick a couple news topics that aren't necessarily big deals enough to elaborate on, but it is something
This guy's a
of.
fucking bum.
Do you want to do it?
bro?
You want to host?
man?
He's talking
Huh?
about the dude in Madden.
No, I know.
This dude's a bum, son. Who fucking told you to pick up the stick?
So, anyways, basically, it's just a quick, probably 45-second, maybe wrap up of just a few of the topics that we have written down. So this week I got three things. Starting off, WWE Hall of Famer Kurt Angle recently said
What
on
the
an
fuck?
interview.
Start that over.
When
Kurt
you said
Angle
45 seconds, I was like, this is not going to be 45 seconds. Please
You're not
continue. I'm
right.
sorry.
Bet, time me right now.
Okay, hold on. Give me a second.
Okay.
It'll be like around the horn when they go on for an extra
I'm literally
30
I'm
seconds
saying
after the
I'm
bell.
saying three things.
Okay, ready, go.
Okay. So to start off, on a recent podcast, WWE Hall of Famer Kurt Angle recently said that he has started suffering from memory loss, which is unfortunate. Thoughts out to him. WWE news: Triple H has recently been promoted to chief content officer, which is obviously a big win. And then the last thing was another report that was something that we heard about the Young Bucks, but again, WWE has been sending out more feelers to AEW talent to see how they're feeling. One of the names that I heard was FTR.
Ding ding ding.
And that's
What's
Big
that?
Dave on the dirt sheet.
I was just gonna say, bro thinks he's on the Sports Hub right now. Doing
yeah.
It was good.
they wanna
I ain't gonna
hire
lie.
me.
That was good. That
It
was
was
good stuff.
good. It
Well-
was good.
They wanna
It was
hire
good,
me.
Dave.
Well, hold on.
If anybody wants to elaborate on those, you can.
Yeah. What was that last one? Oh, the feelers.
The
Yeah,
feelers.
the
And
feelers.
the only name that I heard, well, there was two. So
There's a few.
the big one, the first one that people heard was, I think it was the Young Bucks sending out feelers themselves
Which
to
is normal.
WWE.
That's fine.
Yeah. Always gotta see your value, obviously. But then reports come out of WWE sending out feelers to AEW. And I said the one name that I heard was FTR. But the big one was somebody who did just have their conditional release from AEW.
Adam
Mr.
Black.
Malachi
Malachi
Black.
Black. I
He's
said Adam
soon-
Black.
soon to be Aleister Black whenever he's allowed to be.
Okay, hold on. I
I
need to
can't
elaborate
wait.
on this because
I said whenever he's allowed to be.
you're smart on that, but a lot of people are taking this out of proportion.
He's gonna win
He-
the Rumble.
He has 4 years left in his contract. He was let
Shit.
go
Tell that
on
to
a
KD.
conditional release. A conditional release. We know what that condition was. Go get your mental health in order. You're still employed by us. He has to finish his contract. He's not going to Triple H anytime soon. So I need people to stop.
So
Just
okay, so based on what I heard when it came to this, I saw a period of time that he could not work somewhere else. So what that sounds to me is, I feel like they would have said, unless obviously maybe they just didn't get all the details. I feel like they would have said that period of time was till the end of his contract. But if they didn't elaborate on it like that, I feel like that means it's not the full 4 years, because it wasn't just that his mental health was bad. He
Well,
was
he was
also
frustrated with
unhappy
booking, I've
with
heard.
his booking,
Yeah.
which
And he had some friends die, and like it's a whole mix of
yeah,
stuff.
Him and
got a
Andrade
lot
should go
going on.
back.
yes,
Andrade definitely should go. back.
yes,
And
those are the two that I want to go back.
Maybe Adam Cole.
Baby.
Depends.
I give a little more time. I give.
Let's see how
All of these guys. Oh, and here's something I was gonna say that I haven't heard anybody else say because I'm so smart and I thought of it first. No, I'm just kidding. I'm loving what's going on with WWE right now. I love that Triple H is in charge. I hope he stays in charge. I wouldn't jump away. What happened?
Wait.
Gabe,
What the
wait,
fuck
Gabe,
was
you
that?
gotta
Gabe, wait.
restart.
What the hell was
Gabe,
that?
your thing froze,
Oh, I
and then all of a
froze?
sudden you were talking a million
You
miles a
turned
minute.
into Excalibur.
Excalibur. Yeah. I thought I said something super sus, like by accident. Everybody was just looking at me like they've seen ghosts. Do I sound okay now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I said, "Bing."
If I'm somebody in AEW and WWE looks great and Triple H has done a great job, and I hope he keeps doing a great job. I hope WWE continues to get like better and just less boring and whatnot. But I would not jump just yet. You never know
Facts.
what's going to happen. This has only been going on. Like, I would definitely wait a year to see if WWE is gonna stay like this, because it's had moments in the past where it's good for like a year or whatever. Like
2016?
2016, like late 2016 to early, like the second half of 2016 and the first half of 2017,
We're smooth.
SmackDown was fantastic. Raw had a bunch of great Raws during that time. There was a lot of good pay-per-views and whatnot. And then slowly it got worse
Yep.
and worse over the years and whatnot. I wouldn't jump the gun just yet. I hope Triple H stays in charge and whatnot, but you never know when
Yeah.
You never know. You just never know with these old-
iron out the creases.
right
Yeah.
with Nick Khan and whatnot, and the McMahons are still there. Like they're like, I know Vince isn't there, but Steph's still there. You just never know what's gonna happen with all that. So, like I said, Alistair, I could see him going. Not Alistair, Adam Cole and Malachi Black and Andrade. I think in terms of what WWE looks like right now, it'd be better if they went back, but you don't know what it's gonna look like in the future. So yeah.
Yeah, I think because obviously Triple H had NXT, and they were like really hot for probably say 3 years.
That's a good amount. Yeah.
But my opinion, I think Triple H can do significantly longer on the main roster because NXT started to really get hot when they were picking up known indie talent. So these guys already had name value.
You mean like a Finn Balor?
Yeah, obviously someone who's carried the brand twice. And anyways, but the thing is so the talent wasn't necessarily as revolving, and it wasn't as big of a talent pool, especially like
oh my god,
you had the
that
same
shit.
probably like 6 or 7 guys for a long period of time that were really running that show. But if you put Triple H on the main roster, that's different because
Yeah.
every 6 guys or every 6 years or so, you pretty much reshuffle the entire roster, and you're also going to have those guys who have that mainstream appeal where they're going to be attractions forever. Like you have Seth Rollins, you could book around Seth Rollins for the next 10 fucking years if you
he's
want
got plenty
to.
of time left.
So he has more leeway on the main roster. So I think if he could do that, if he could stay as popular as he did with NXT for as long as he did, I think the sky's the limit when you have the entire roster and company and checkbook in your back pocket.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Swerve Strickland was also someone who was contacted, but he also went on record to say that he said a lot of good things about Triple H, but he's very happy in AEW.
Swerve sucks.
Let's just say
He does. Swerve sucks. I'm being real. Like his match is alright, but yo, the way he acts, the way he moves around, not his house.
He's an acquired taste.
I don't like the gimmick. I don't like the
Me
gimmick
neither.
either.
I don't
That
like the
jacket
gimmick.
is disgusting. Like, what the fuck? You repping the league? He's got a bunch of different NBA teams on there. It's so weird.
It felt like 2004 right there, bro.
That jacket is.
I like his moveset though. He's definitely grown on me in the ring.
That stomp is
alright,
sick.
but yo,
Swerve might hear you. You never know. He says he listens to
He listens
like
to
a
the-
bunch of podcasts online.
Swerve, I like you if you want to give me free tickets.
I fuck with you
I
too,
don't
Swerve.
mind him
Listen,
hearing
listen.
me saying I don't like the
Hold on,
jacket.
listen.
Yeah, the
listen,
jacket's
listen.
different.
Hold on, let me say something. Swerve, you heard this? You suck, bro. You think I'm scared of Swerve? You think I'm scared of Swerve because he wrestles? Motherfucker, I will put him in a headlock and show him how to really put it like he's a fucking I'll tell you right now, I don't care. Like
He's gonna promo on Swerve.
I'm supposed to be scared because you Swerve Strickland, you came out. The crowd don't even like you no more. Like you already got dissed. Like how many people you gonna come out with in your entourage, man? Like yo,
Well,
like,
he's going
let's be
heel.
real here.
He's
going
go
heel. Yo,
He's gonna go heel. Keith Lee
and
against
even if he's
Swerve.
even if he's heel, this dude's not
Run
good.
it.
Swerve. I never liked him in NXT or nothing. Like
I liked him in
go
NXT
back to
too.
go back to rapping, yo. Go back to rapping because this ain't it. This ain't it.
Jesus.
This is not it,
Gene
bro.
Lesnar shoots
Sorry,
hard on Swerve.
Sorry, Swerve, but your house, you're evicted. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm gonna leave it at that. Let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on. All right. So
That wasn't even a body slam take. That's just how I feel. I just
want-
don't like Swerve and Keith Lee.
Maybe it's
at
time
all.
for the body.
Maybe it's
time. Maybe
we
it's
think
time.
we're halfway. Probably been about an
Body
hour, right?
slam
Yeah.
take
Yeah, I
of
think
the
it's
All right.
week.
Let's hear it.
The body
Wait.
slam.
Okay. Hold up.
Y'all ready for the body slam take of the week? Oh, this is a good one. This one's been brewing for the past like month. It goes like
Scared.
this. Man, go ahead. Get the trash cans out. Start puking up whatever you want. This guy Finn Balor's on the list now. And I'm gonna let y'all know. Finn Balor never liked him. Never liked him. Never liked him in New Japan. Never liked him as the leader of the Bullet Club. That's why I was so glad that he was not the leader no more. It went from him to my man AJ Styles to my man freaking Adam Cole, baby. You know what I'm saying? This dude is a stiff. His moves are not good. I don't like him coming out. Oh, I'm the Fonz. Hey, I'm coming out. Oh, now for this special occasion, I'm gonna be a demon. Look at me crawl. All I did was just wear this makeup. Your moves suck. I don't like your finisher, the stomp. I think that shit's whack. Dude, your promos are garbage. Like, dude, I never liked Finn Balor. Finn Balor, you're stiff. And you're on the body slam take of the week. The only good thing about your little faction, because you need a faction to even get on TV. You need a faction just for me to watch. I'm going with Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley is main event money over you. I don't care if you was the first Universal Champion. I'm glad you got your shoulder broke. You're a stiff.
Oh
you're
my
a bum.
God. You're taking it too far.
I'm not taking it too far. This is my take. This is my take, my opinion. I think Finn Balor sucked. He should go back to New Japan.
You said you're happy that he broke his shoulder.
I'm glad because I didn't want to see him as Universal Champion. I
That's
got
too
to see.
much.
It's not too much. He's a stiff. And yo, Gabe, you can pick your head back up. I know you got COVID, but listen, sweat this out because this is Barcelona Take of the Week, and Finn Balor is a stiff.
I only
Thank you.
agree with you on some things. His finisher is a little weak.
Yeah,
There's
I agree.
that.
I agree on the finisher. I agree
I-
on the finisher.
I-
And
He
who else
can't
does
talk,
it?
He can't talk on the
Somebody
mic.
else
He
does
can't talk
something
on the
like
mic.
that,
Yeah,
and they do it better
Swerve.
than him.
Swerve
does
does
it,
it
right?
better.
Swerve does it better.
Swerve
he,
sucks too. So
he has another finisher, and it's the one that he was using, I think,
the
mostly.
sling
Bloody
blade,
Sunday.
the sling
No,
blade, the sling
in
blade.
no,
Bloody Sunday, that 1916
1916 or
16,
1917.
whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was
1916,
using
and
that in
that shit's
NXT. Yeah.
I don't
Yo,
like that
he's
finisher
yo,
either, though.
He's his moveset's not that great. He can't talk.
No, the
No,
sling
no, no, no,
blade.
no,
Please,
no,
no. He's not.
Oh.
Yo, listen. He's not garbage Darby Allin. He's better than that. But I'm just saying, he's on his body slam taking the week. This past year, it really hasn't been him. He goes to NXT, gets job, comes to the Then he jobs my man Edge out of his leadership role. And real talk, nobody cares about that faction until they got Rhea Ripley. Like Damian Priest can talk, and I like Damian Priest.
No,
but
the
Finn
faction
Balor,
got better
he has
when
to go.
Finn took over instead
Kick
of
him
Edge.
out.
The
Kick
faction
him out
did
the
get, it did get
faction.
better.
It made
It
more
got
Kick
better.
sense.
him. No, it made sense because
Wait,
you know
wait.
what I'm saying. You
Created,
yo,
like,
Dallas,
There's
He
one
created
point I
like
want to go
the
back on.
faction of the decade with the Bullet Club. He like created the
yeah,
faction
yo,
of
he
the
was
decade.
the worst one in it.
There's one point I
No,
want to
he
go back
wasn't.
on
No,
that
he
was
wasn't.
quick.
That's
Yes,
just
he
not
was.
true.
Did you
Yes,
say
it is
when
true.
he went
It's
back to
all
NXT?
facts.
Did you say that when he went back to NXT, he got jobbed?
He got jobbed.
He was
I
the
could
champ.
see why he says that, but he didn't get jobbed.
No, but you know what I mean. Seth, you know what I mean by he got jobbed. Like it was
He-
not like big. It was just like what the.
He
He looked
basically
like one of the regular.
he did everything and anything to put over Karrion Kross just for Karrion Kross
Yeah.
to end up in a BDSM mask. But I mean, he did have a great year when he went back to NXT. He had a phenomenal
That NXT title
resurgence.
run, in my opinion, had his two best WWE matches.
It did. You're right. Absolutely.
Name him.
Pete Dunne.
Pete
Which,
Dunne.
if you want to go back, I swear to God, it'll be worth the watch. The only
Kyle
thing that
O'Reilly?
sucks is it's
I'll give you the
yes.
Kyle O'Reilly one.
Whole,
That
dude,
was a
the
good one.
Kyle O'Reilly match was unbelievable. It was so
I'll give
good.
you that.
That
I'll
was
give
the
you that,
match
but
that
other than
made me
that, no.
think that Kyle O'Reilly was eventually going to win the belt. But then obviously,
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah.
But
The
yeah,
other thing
He's the worst. He was the worst one in the Bullet Club, and he was like one of the worst wrestlers.
Hold
I
on,
never
Gene,
liked him
hold
on
on, hold
NXT.
on.
You know how
He's
many
boring.
people are in the
He's
Bullet
boring.
Club?
Facts.
No, yes, and guess what?
And he's
Tokyo
the
Pit.
worst one.
158 best one on the group that ever was in the Bullet
Nah.
Club.
All right.
Also,
You're
the
just
My
first
stupid.
guy-
You're not
also-
even like you don't even
Fall Guy,
believe
Like,
what you're
there's no
saying right now.
facts.
You're not
There's
even
also
believing
if you
that.
want
There's
another good
credibility
match,
in your
I
argument when you
listened
say
to-
stuff like that.
This is my opinion, and I told you in the gym. I
That's
think
not
you
your
suck.
opinion, though. That
It
he's
is
the
my
worst
opinion.
member
He's
ever
the
to be in
worst.
the Bullet
In
Club.
my
I know you
opinion,
don't
in
think
Gene,
you don't
in
think
Gene Les's opinion. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
you'd
Fall
rather
Guy
watch a
Fight Lane's
Tokyo
better than
Pit
him.
match. You'd rather watch a Tokyo Pit match than than a Prince Devitt match
Yep.
or the
You're
Underboss.
lying. You're
What's
just
his name?
lying.
Seb, who's the Underboss? Oh, Bad Luck Fale.
Bad Luck
You'd rather
Fale,
watch
like,
a
Bad,
Bad Luck
Luck
Fale.
Fale. I just said that. I will watch Bad Luck Fale any day of the week. He comes out with his gloves, with the shades. Man, fuck Finn Balor, man.
Yo.
Fuck him.
Okay.
You didn't
The second thing I'll agree with you on is his presentation. His presentation's been fucked since he ever first time got called up from NXT.
Smiles too much.
Huh?
He smiles too much.
Too much. And that's the
He's-
Vince effect. Vince
Uh,
always he harped on people.
he walks out and
smiling.
he's just like,
Fucking-
"I'm gonna fight, take you to your limit."
I
That's
think
actually-
I think his presentation. I mean, I haven't watched WWE in a while, but like
Yo,
when he first got
that's
called
the
up, I
best
fucked
Finn
with the
Balor
presentation.
promo I ever heard. Like, man,
When he first got
that
called
was
up,
the
yes.
best one.
He's got
You're
two
right.
great entrances. He
Yeah.
has two iconic entrances. I've been there live to see the normal entrance with the like the lights and everything.
good
That shit
entrance.
is great. And then the demon entrance is fucking sick.
When he first
That's the
got
only
called
thing.
up, it
It's
was
just- it's just a-
2016. When
It's
they,
just a
when they were at their
heartbeat.
peak. When he
Boom,
first got
just
called
calls
up,
out. That's
And
it.
the red smoke and everything. It's cool.
That's it. It's the same fucking promo.
Well, what do you
as
want him to
I'm
do?
the
Fucking
Fun.
levitate?
He's garbage. I don't want him to see on TV no more.
And-
Levitate? No, I just don't want to see him no more.
Also, he's had a bunch
Bro.
of other great entrances before WWE, like with the cosplaying stuff and
Yeah.
whatnot. And he'd come out as like he had like a Wrestle Kingdom entrance as like a zombie that was really cool. Coming
Yo,
out
the
of the
villain
coffin.
is better than him, man.
It's-
I wish the villain should be in his spot. Man. I wish he was
It's
in WWE.
well, we
man.
know why he's not in his spot, but it's beyond even the entrances with Finn Balor. He has multiple like really great matches under his belt.
In
Like
And he
feuds.
was-
four and a
Great
half.
matches. They're
feud.
Four and a
good.
half and up.
No, he has he has
Four
Samoa
and
Joe-
a half.
No,
Multiple Samoa
Hold on.
Joe matches.
He has Samoa
multiple
Joe.
Samoa Joe
He
matches.
has Pete Dunne. He has Johnny Gargano at
Shinsuke.
NXT Takeover.
That was the other one I was
2020.
gonna say.
Shinsuke.
His
Yeah,
first
He
match
has
back in NXT.
Shinsuke. He has the Fatal 5-Way on Raw a couple years ago. He has
The match with Seth where he
yeah,
wrestled Hurt the whole
he has
time,
the
and it was
match
still
with
really
Seth.
good. It was
He has
still
The
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 match
best
with
card on.
Brock.
he has a match with Brock Lesnar. Like
The
I
match,
could keep
the
going.
match at TLC when he wasn't even supposed to wrestle AJ, but then something happened, so then they had to put an impromptu
Yeah,
match
that was
together.
great.
That match was
That was
really good,
great.
and that was just on a random ass TLC show.
Don't do Finn like this. This doesn't make sense. Everything you said, I would
It's
say
cut, dude. It's cut. It's at the point. It's because they're not 6'4". Like it's you just don't like the little guys.
How?
listen,
How you
listen,
gonna keep
Gene,
saying-
Gene,
no,
Gene.
listen, no. Let me finish now because you're gonna sit there and say that. How when I said I love AJ Styles, he's one of my favorite wrestlers. I said I love Adam Cole, he's one of my favorite wrestlers. How the fuck y'all keep saying that? Like, no, it has nothing to do with him being 6'4". The dude sucks.
I
I'm not
just
the
Jay,
first
Jay,
person that said
I
that.
don't get how
I
you
don't
can, like.
I
Listen,
don't get it. I don't get it. Every time I say something about a wrestler, because he's not 6'4", I don't give a fuck if he's
Gene,
6'4" or not. I
I
like
would
Neville,
agree.
and
I
Neville's
guess
like
saying
Like
like
5'2".
that,
face
bro.
paint.
I guess
the
saying
face
like
paint. He doesn't like guys with face paint.
it's the face
Hold
paint.
on,
I don't get it.
hold on. For Gene, I would agree with you if you had like a solid point, but you literally just said he sucks and he was the worst member of
sucks.
Bullet Club. That's not
He is. He
based
is.
for anything. When he has multiple
Garbage,
fantastic
man.
matches,
He can't talk.
and he carried
fantastic
NXT.
matches.
He
I was just
carried
gonna
NXT.
say he carried the NXT
What year?
brand.
What year?
after
Twice.
Sammy
2015, 2016.
Twice.
after Sammy and Pac left, it was him. It was the Finn show for a good like 2 years.
And their ratings wasn't even that great when he was there.
Yes, it
was on the
was.
network.
Big Dog. No, it wasn't.
That's
No,
why I
it wasn't.
started watching NXT. That's when I myself.
Because
who-
you was like 12 years old.
No, I wasn't.
How that makes sense?
I didn't
Gene?
watch
That's-
NXT before.
2016.
It
To be
wasn't that
honest,
long ago.
I didn't watch NXT before Finn, and I didn't
He
really
did it.
watch it after.
And I was trying to tell him. This is how I know because I was trying to
I
tell
stopped
Gabe.
watching after Shinsuke, honestly.
I told Gabe watch NXT because I was watching way back when Seth was there, and he wasn't watching. And then Finn.
So you was watching it. So you was watching it when you had to go on Comcast only and go onto like the freaking on demand and go watch it. Was you watching it then?
No, I had the streams. I had the live streams. I was robbing WWE. But
You
Um,
scumbag piece of shit.
but
You're
when-
fired.
When Finn got there, one, it was a huge signing. Two, from day one all the way up to the end of his NXT career, he literally brought the brand from, oh, some people are talking about it, there's some buzz, to like, this is a real contender for
Nah.
product.
There's
Nah.
there's literal written proof though, because
There
like,
is, exactly.
obviously like the draft.
Show
is
me the
script-
you
the
show
draft-
me the
okay.
rating proof.
the draft
number one
is
pick in the
scripted,
draft.
right? Yeah. He was
Facts.
drafted with a top like 3 or 4 or 5 pick in the draft, which I mean at the time, look at the top 8 names in the company, and he was drafted
Number
ahead of
one.
3
You're
to
talking
5,
about
4.
draft. You're talking about
Bro.
a fake
Me and
draft.
Seb were there.
But
Bro,
still, like there's
I-
a reason why they have the confidence to do that with him and put them in that spot and make him the first ever Universal Champion.
I
Because
forgot.
he was proven to be able to carry a brand that didn't have much notoriety behind it on his back and bring it to
Finn
the
Balor
place.
Finn Balor does not equal money, especially in WWE.
Well,
You can
now
say,
he
listen,
doesn't
you can
'cause they
say that
ruined him.
now, but he
I can say that for
like
the past 3-4 years.
They ruined him.
3-4
those
years?
3-4 years.
that's not his fault though.
That's
like
not his
okay,
fault.
here's the thing.
It's not his fault.
You
They
what
put him
you're
on
saying
TV.
what you're
They put
saying
him
is
on TV.
correct. What you're saying is correct. But at the same time, you just saying that he's outright trash is incredibly
Sucks.
unfair to
Right.
him.
Hey, he's better than Darby Allin. I'll give you that. But he
Yeah,
sucks.
there's got to be a scale. It's like, does he suck or is he like? There's guys that I think aren't draws. I don't think they suck.
He's not a draw. He's not a draw.
If you
He's not a
gave me a
draw.
legit reason, I would level with you.
I
The
just
problem
gave
with
you
it-
a
okay.
legit reason.
You
The
did.
problem
You just
with
said
the
he
draw-
sucks.
His
the thing.
presentation's not that great no more. He's boring. He's not a draw. He's a fucking
But
opening
that's not
card
his
mid-act.
fault.
But that's
You
not
can't
him.
say
He's still
you.
Whose
shredded,
fault is
right?
it?
Listen,
Whose fault is
yeah,
it?
Still
Whose fault is it?
That's
They put
Vince's
him on
fault.
TV.
it's a scripted
Vince can't write
show.
television.
It's
They
a
put him on
scripted
TV.
show.
All right.
He's not
All
on
right, they put him-
Roman or he's not on like sorry, he's
Yo.
not on Roman or Brock's level where he's not in the position where he can go out and if he doesn't necessarily like what they're doing.
First
they're
of
not giving
all,
him
first of all,
they're telling him to
Roman
do
wasn't a
everything that
great
he's doing.
draw, and he made himself a great draw.
No, he
Don't ever
didn't.
forget
Vince
that.
put this rocket.
That-
No,
he
Vince
had
put the
all the
rocket strap
backing.
on him. Are you
He had
serious?
the most
Nobody
backing
was-
of
and
all
nobody,
time.
but nobody was liking him. Nobody, just because
Yeah, but Vince.
Y'all gonna- yeah, let me
he
get
was.
this
They
out.
let him
Let me
turn
get this
heel.
out. Hold on.
They let him
Pocket.
turn heel.
Can I get this out?
Let's
Can I
let him
get
go.
this
Let's
out?
let him go.
Go
Sorry,
ahead.
sorry,
Can I
sorry.
get it out? I've been trying to talk.
Apologies. Yes.
Yo,
Sorry.
Reigns wasn't a great draw at first. No, he wasn't. He was green and all that shit. Yeah, they tried to push him. And the fans were saying, no. He leaves, gets cancer, comes back. They still didn't like him. Next, you know, the whole COVID thing. Listen, they kept putting him on TV. Guess what? He gotten better and better and better. Finn Balor peaked and he stayed there. He's not that good. He's boring. What you saw in 2016 was the best you was ever going to get out of him. That's all I'm saying.
Let
He's
me
not a
level with
draw.
you. Let me level with you. All right, let me level with you real quick.
It's like when
Finn-
some of y'all peaked at high school.
Gene,
You did get better after that.
Gene, let me level with you real quick.
Talking about listeners, right?
Finn-
No, I'm talking about people who's listening right now. They peaked at high school, never got better.
Oh,
Finn Balor
God.
peaked.
What are you
at
going on a
NXT high
rant?
school
What is
and
this now?
never got on
You're
that.
roasting the listeners. This is a full-on heel turn. Holy shit.
Gene, when Finn got called up, here's exactly what happened. He was white hot, and they put him directly in a program with Seth. What happened after is that he had a match with Seth and ended up getting injured. When he got injured, Vince said, "Oh, this guy is not good because he's injury prone," and decided not to push him anymore. After that, you saw Finn losing repeatedly, didn't get any push. Anytime he's on TV, he was doing something ridiculous. They have him wearing Calvin
boring.
Klein. No, hold on. They have him wearing Calvin Klein fucking undies and kick pads and coming out with a stupid camera angle, shifting his jaw in front of your face, and then
Because that was
losing.
the Fonzie look.
I
That
didn't
was
hate
supposed
it.
to be his little Fonzie look.
and
I thought it was a
then
pretty good entrance.
whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
and then smiling on top of that. No
I'd
one
like
is-
to see
no-
his Calvins.
No one is ever going to take a character seriously
What?
who wears that type of gear and
What
that
about Shawn
has
Michaels?
that type of presentation.
Shawn Michaels was pretty fruity himself.
What are you
but-
talking
but
about?
he
Your
wasn't-
belt on his
your boy
dick.
Orange, your
But-
boy
but-
Orange Cassidy wears dungarees and shit.
Yeah,
Like what
Orange
kind of-
Cassidy's
yo,
cool.
No,
Yeah, he's
Oh,
cool as
all right,
fuck.
I'm not saying
But-
he's not that cool. I'm
you
just
could say
just
Shawn
saying.
Michaels, but Shawn Michaels didn't come out
Fuck Shawn
smiling
Michaels.
all the fucking time and then losing.
Well, he
Finn-
did, but in a
That's
Wait,
the
what
thing,
Shawn Michaels
Seb.
we talking about?
Losing.
Yes, sir.
Finn
That's what I was
you
gonna say.
can't take someone serious when they repeatedly lose. And
That's what I was
Vince,
gonna say,
problem. Finn's number one problem is that Vince gave up on him.
Yes.
exactly.
And
Early.
Gene, you're saying Roman fucking is constantly, and I love Roman. I'd even say Roman's probably better than Finn, but I wouldn't use
Probably
him as
he
an
is.
example here because this dude, anytime
All right.
there was never
All
a
right,
time
all
where
right.
he wasn't in the main
What
event.
about all right? What about the Miz then? The Miz sucked when he first came out. And they kept putting him on
Yes,
TV,
and
putting
the
him on
Miz
TV.
is still
He
dry
got
as
better.
fuck.
And the
in the
Miz
ring.
is still kind of whack.
In the ring, he's dry as fuck.
had-
Well,
He
first
had
of all,
one good year in
The
2016.
bell rings, and do you want the
no,
Miz
he
when the
had
bell
2
actually
good
rings?
years. He had 2 better years than Finn Balor had his whole career.
I
That's not
respect
true.
the Miz's work ethic. I respect the Miz's longevity, and I
He
respect
just kept
him
getting better. He kept getting
reinventing
better
himself.
and better.
But
Finn Balor, like, yo, even with that, that group
It's
is
hard
not
to
that
get-
good. It's just
it-
Rhea Ripley.
It's hard to get better when they give you stuff that is made to make you.
They
look
gave him
weak.
this group. No, they gave him this group, and he's
What-
yo. To be honest with you, he's the worst one in this group too. Rhea Ripley's number 1. I'll give you Damian Priest. Finn Balor's like you're garbage. He lost.
think he's better than
after
Dom?
how-
Dominic,
Dominic.
I swear to God, Gene, I will
I
quit
said
this
he just
podcast.
said he's
Okay,
better than
thank you, thank you,
Dominic.
thank you, thank you,
Yeah.
thank you, thank you, thank you.
I was about to say because man, Dominic
Sure,
Dominic
yeah.
needs some work. But Look,
Work.
Gene, you can't expect someone to keep trying and getting better when they're given fucking dog shit.
Yes, sir. I
Like,
saw Triple H go through it.
That is Vince's fault. It's
I saw
all
Triple H
Vince's
go
fault.
through it, and he did it. I seen a lot of wrestlers
Triple
go through
H?
it and play better.
Triple H,
Yeah, Triple H.
married into his position.
Yo,
Triple
can-
H, First of all, Triple H is all
hold on,
time.
no.
He's all
Let's go back
time.
to like 1995, 96 when he was supposed to win the King of the Ring, and he did
And
that
he got in
whole
trouble.
that-
Yeah. We
And
know.
they guess what they did? They fucking threw pig slop on him on pay-per-view. They made him lose 100 times. And guess what? He got better and better. And guess what? Before he married into the family, the Game, when he became the Game, he broke away from DX. When he turned on X-Pac, pedigreed him, and they told the New Age Outlaws he ain't fucking with them no more. He gotten better. It was just him and China. And he kept getting better and better and better. So don't sit
Also-
there and say
Also,
he's
you
married
have,
into his position.
you have to put into consideration that at this time too, everybody that was sitting in the main event card on WWE had to like really put a rocket strap on their ass because the company was in risk of being put out of business by WCW. In this day and age, WWE is a global fucking giant. And at that time, we're talking about Finn sucked. There was no other ballpark. There was no other show in the game. There wasn't AEW. So, I mean,
Like, it was Impact Wrestling, it was Ring of Honor.
Impact
so
was
New
never a
Japan.
contender. Stop it.
Come on.
Stop it. Now you
Who
just
says
now
it
you just
wasn't?
said
Who said it
Well,
wasn't?
everybody
Yo,
and their
They
mama.
had Kurt Angle at one point. They had Booker T.
Bro, and it was
They
still
didn't have
bad.
Kurt Angle. They had Perk
yes, it
Angle.
did.
Perk
They had
Angle was
Perk Angle.
fire.
Perk Angle.
They
Yeah.
had
Perk
Perk
Angle
Angle was
listen.
blacking out though.
Yo, first of all, they had Perk Angle, but then if you go back to like before he came back to WWE, he was Kurt Angle on Impact Wrestling. You had Bobby Lashley as like the king of all belts on there.
A long
You
time
had
ago, though.
EC3.
That's so long.
Okay,
It's
then,
before
but at one
Finn.
point,
I don't even know what we're talking
Finn,
about.
no,
right
no,
now.
no, Finn, no,
Yeah, I
Finn,
don't
no.
know where we're
Finn
going with
decided to
this.
stay in New Japan in
Yeah.
2012,
And
2013,
New Japan, he built
2014.
his stock up. What are
This
you
is
saying
young
right now?
Finn.
What
This
are you
is
saying
Prince
right
Devitt.
now?
This is like very early on. You know.
Honestly, what are you saying to me right now? Because I still don't.
I'm telling you right now, he sucks. He sucks.
there-
That's what I'm saying to you right
There's
now.
there's no
fucking
legitimate
sucks.
bro. It's okay to not.
Yo,
It's okay to not like him, but at least give me some concrete. Like you could tell me, okay, his promo game
all year
sucks.
long, he's been a jobber.
You could tell
He's a
me,
jobber. He's a
yeah,
jobber,
but that's
bro.
booking. That's not him.
That's
He's a
not
jobber. I just said he can't talk on the mic. His mic skills suck. That's
Okay.
not the no. That's him. That's
Okay,
him.
Yeah,
He's
okay.
boring. Bro.
That's a leg-
He's
that's-
fucking boring.
That's a
Here's the
legitimate.
boring
comparison.
as a motherfucker.
Gene, here's a comparison to help your argument, which I can't believe I'm going to do. First of all,
He's boring.
does he suck? Obviously not. A million great matches carried the NXT brand.
here. Wait,
The
Gene.
guy you're bringing up Triple H,
Hold
you're
on,
bringing up
hold on, hold on.
Roman. The guy you
Sorry.
want to bring up right now to combat everybody's point is Sami Zayn.
I brought up the Miz.
Sami
True.
Zayn
Sami Zayn.
Sami's
was
a good
another indie
example.
darling who got nothing and nothing and nothing, but really made lemonade out of lemons.
He seriously did though. No,
He
seriously.
he
He
keeps
made the
finding
most
a
of
way
every
to-
second he got on
keeps
TV.
finding a way
He's
to
never
be
boring.
relevant.
He's literally never boring. Now, here's my only question.
So, yo, first of all,
What do you
Finn
think?
Balor just got this group, which is Lemonade, and he made that shit melt. This shit's
honestly,
fucking sour.
they're the
Oh, that-
top.
that
they're,
group's not
they're the top
lemonade.
faction on Raw right now.
That
be
group's not
honest with
lemonade.
you.
That's
what other
lemons too.
factions on Raw? What other faction on Raw besides that? There's no factions on Raw like that.
Retribution.
No,
Retribution.
they're not
fuck?
there, dude. They're not there, dude.
The
Oh,
maximum male
no,
models.
that's
The maximum
Ah!
models are
No, that's
back.
SmackDown. That's
That's
SmackDown.
SmackDown.
That's
That's
SmackDown, though.
SmackDown.
Okay, in WWE in general,
The
they're
New
the top
Day.
faction.
New Day's on SmackDown.
I don't watch it.
Okay,
I
my
Gabe-
only question,
Gabe, you're a
Gene. The
poser
only
right
thing
now.
you haven't commented on, in like overall, is his wrestling. Him in the ring.
know he's a
what do
good
you
wrestler.
think about
I
him
said
in the
that.
ring?
I already
He
said that.
doesn't
I already
like his
said no.
finisher.
I don't like his finisher, and I think his moves are kind of boring. Because
I guess it's an opinion.
No,
It
no,
is
no.
an opinion. Whether
I
we
said my
disagree or not,
opinion.
it
I
is.
That's
said,
an
yo, it's
opinion.
my
That's an
fucking
opinion.
Yeah.
That's an
I,
opinion.
y'all asked me what's my body slam take a week. I said I don't like him. I just don't like him. He's boring to me. What the fuck? His moves are the same moves I can see from many other wrestlers his size. They all do the
You know
same
what's
goddamn
crazy
thing.
though? A lot of the moves that people
It's
are
like
using,
butter, though.
the move, a lot of the moves that people are using, he did innovate. Like the sling
Yep.
blade, that's his move.
Right.
Yeah, I'll give you that. That's the only good move I like.
The coup de grace is his move.
That move
The,
sucks.
the shotgun drop kick is his move.
That
So
sucks.
like, and a lot of
That's
people
so
are using
average.
these
It's
moves
so average.
on
That's
on
the Pele
indie.
kick too, right?
The Pele kick is also his move. So I'm
Is
like,
it?
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah.
Or did he
Isn't
get it
that
from
AJ's?
Lucha Underground? Or did he get it from Lucha Underground?
Oh, he's been
bro,
around before
he's been
Lucha
before
Underground.
Lucha Underground.
But what about AJ?
He's in his 40s, isn't he?
Triple H
He's
been
been
around for a
wrestling.
long
He's
ass
been
time.
wrestling for a long
what-
time.
He
What
didn't.
about
'Cause, yo,
AJ?
the Pele,
AJ might have done
AJ
the Pele
Styles
kick
used that.
first.
AJ Styles used that shit back in like when it was fucking TNA year one. What the fuck are y'all talking about? He didn't invent that shit.
Listen, we have to move on from the body
I was gonna
slam
say
because
AJ,
it's
who
too
was
long.
underutilized in TNA, I'd say.
No, he was champion a couple of times.
I know, but early
Should have been
on,
more though.
Nah,
he was like
nah,
their
it shouldn't
John
be more.
Cena, and they treated him
They
like
treat him
their
like
Finn
dog shit.
Balor. You know,
It's crazy.
Thank
Um,
you. Yeah, but he doesn't suck though. Unlike
let's
Finn Balor.
let's move on because
Anyway, yeah.
we spent way too long on that.
I
When-
just-
Because of y'all. Y'all,
It's
I just
fine.
said,
It's
let me
fine.
say what I gotta
It's
say.
fine.
Dave,
We'll
move
move
us
on.
along. Move us along. Bro.
Let's see. What do we want to pick? Should we talk about CM Punk?
Honestly, not much to talk about. Wade Keller he thinks he's done, and I don't think CM Punk
He is done. He is done.
I could
He's
see.
done.
I
Bro.
could see.
He's
him
injury
being done.
prone. He's injury prone. And he's
I
a
get that.
fucking
No,
head
I get
case.
that.
He's
I
a
get
head
that.
case now.
I get that. I get that. I get that. I agree.
I
but
think he's done.
I don't know if he's done yet. I'm gonna wait to see. I'm gonna just wait to see. That's
He's a
all.
head
We
case.
did. We waited to see. He came back and he fucking. It's basically you get suspended from work. They tell
He's
you,
gonna
hey,
pop up in
you need to,
CYN.
you need to chill the fuck out when you come back. He's like, all right, I'll chill the fuck out. Yeah, I'll chill the fuck out. And then you hear somebody from the inside text you, yo, they're talking crazy here at work. Some of these coach. Oh yeah. So when he gets back, oh, I'm number one employee of the week. Yeah, guess what? I'm shit on this whole company. I'm shitting
Yeah, I
on
know.
everybody that
What
works
he
there.
did was crazy.
Nobody's gonna
It
allow
was
you
crazy.
back.
Listen,
Back.
if he reconciles with the EVPs and like
I just saw a
promises to-
head coach. I just saw a head coach have sex with somebody that was married. He got suspended for a whole year. He's not coming back.
I
CM Punk,
know.
you're not coming
I know,
back. You're
you're-
not coming back.
Tune into the Richie
not
Mecco
coming back.
connection.
I was
to
just
listen to us
about to
talk about that.
say that. I was just about to
I had
say
to.
that.
I
Free
had
plug,
to.
free plug.
I talked. Me and Seb were texting yesterday. I'm still waiting for more
It's
information
great.
to come
We
out
gotta
on that
see the info on
situation.
that situation's crazy.
You saw Matt Barnes. Matt Barnes, that video he shot in his car made it
He had
sound
to
like
backtrack, bro.
Ime murdered like 20 people.
Yeah. He said all he just kept like saying how good she looks and like, damn, I want to keep fucking you again. Blah blah blah. Yeah, because he fucked her. He
What are
fucked
you
her. like,
talking
all the
about?
time.
What is this quote? Where did it
Hold
come
on.
from?
Hold on, you might have to get Gene on the next on your next.
I guess
Yeah,
so.
this is a wrestling pod.
Yeah, I guess so.
Gene has info clearly. Some
Right.
dirt.
What do
I
we
ain't
at,
making
Gabe?
shit
You,
up.
you stuck with COVID, so I wanted to tell you, but you wasn't at the gym.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, get him on.
And then, no. I was gonna be on there, and I would have talked about that, but I told you something came up.
Something very much did come up for Gene on
Yeah,
Tuesday, but we can continue.
yeah.
What are we looking at? What are we looking like for time here, Gabe? Can you?
I
see?
don't know.
This is gonna have to be a two-parter, low key.
I have no idea.
Yeah, because that Finn
I
Balor
have
shit took like a half an
can you
hour.
do
Well,
zooms?
no, there's
for the-
nothing really left on the list
Yeah,
that we need to talk about.
No.
Let me run through.
There are a couple things.
Ric
obviously.
Flair,
I'm not
Ric
saying-
Flair wants to have another one last match.
I'd watch
Stop,
it.
Rick.
I'd
Please
watch it.
stop.
100%. I want to see that motherfucker die in the ring.
Because Steamboat,
Respectfully.
Wow,
Respectfully.
wow. All right. 'cause you
Steamboat
said
is having a
respectfully.
match, and it's inspired Rick to want.
Steamboat looks 85 years younger than Ric Flair.
Facts.
And he still has a decent like wrestling body than Ric Flair. Ric Flair.
I
yo,
hope I age like that.
Ric
I
Flair
hope
looks
I
like
age like
5
Steamboat, man.
old people in the gym I see, man. Damn.
Another
I'll be
quick
like,
thing to
stop.
run through. I'm pretty sure everybody heard it already. Survivor Series in Boston War Games. It's gonna be massive. It's
We
sold
gotta
out.
go. We got it. No, it's not. It's not sold out. Third parties are always around.
Yeah, that just means like a bunch of
who's,
StubHub people.
Who's
bought it.
fighting the
yeah.
fighting the bloodline? Let's hear.
That's
Quick
all that
predictions.
matters. Who's
Pretty
fighting the
much.
bloodline?
Pretty much.
Who do we
It's
think
gonna
it is?
be. It's gonna be Bro. It's gonna
I
be
can see
Riddle. It's
that.
gonna be Matt. It's gonna be Matt Riddle. Then you're gonna need a tag team, which is probably gonna be Sheamus and his crew. I'm
think
thinking
KO is gonna be
with,
there.
all right.
Oh, next
Then
week on
scratch out
SmackDown is Sheamus versus Gunther
Gunther.
for
Yeah.
the
for the
Oh.
belt. For the
for
belt.
the belt.
Yeah, they're doing
He's
it
winning
again.
it. He's winning it. He's
No,
winning it. He's
no,
winning it.
Nah,
Yes, he
he's
is.
still
I
gonna
bet so.
lose.
I think Gunther's got to keep
Gunther's
that belt
gonna
for
have a
long.
long
bet.
reign, bro.
Dollar
Long
bet.
reign.
Dollar bet. Sheamus with the belt. Dollar
No.
bet. Sheamus with the belt.
Another
Dollar
quick
bet.
Another
Sheamus with the
quick
belt.
run through. Maria wants the Divas Championship back. She's stupid. We don't need to talk about this anymore. And then Triple H has a new policy in NXT, 2-year policy. If you can't get it together, like character wise or anything, get your act together in 2 years, you're pretty much cut.
Oh shit, that's kind of scary.
basically,
Sheamus winning the
yeah.
belt.
2 years
the thing
is
that
enough time.
the thing that I saw was, it's obviously not a word for word quote, but it said you have about 24 months to prove that you are quote unquote good enough
Sheamus is
to
winning
earn
the
a
belt.
full-time spot on
Sheamus is
TV.
winning the
And
belt.
if
Yeah.
not, you're just gonna
That's
get
kind of scary. That means the
like
old
that.
NXT is gone. I mean, there was people in the
Sheamus is winning
performance
the
center
belt.
for years.
Dude,
Yeah.
Leah got signed in like 2007.
Bro, she was there for years, dude.
Yeah.
She's gone. She's
her-
gone. She's her
Well,
character's alright.
she's called up now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I don't like
Yeah,
her character like that.
she's whatever. I feel like they gave her a pity call up because they're like, yo.
I was gonna say maybe
Yeah.
there will be a lot of pity call ups.
Yeah, it
If
was.
that's a
That's how they
contract
fill their
thing,
jobbers.
yeah, they're just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, you need jobbers.
congratulations,
Call
Jobbers
on
are
Finn
important.
Balor.
Not really.
Yeah, and Tyler Breeze
Call
was
on
down there
Finn
for a
Balor
long.
for the job.
Tyler
You know what I'm
Breeze.
saying?
Tyler Breeze was down there for a long time.
He should
too.
go to AEW.
He should. He should. All right. Let's get to the big meaty discussion. Pause. The top 10 most underutilized talent of all time.
I didn't even do mine. I didn't do the list
I want to
because
hear
I thought we
from
were doing it
Seven
Monday.
Dave, and then if have somebody on mine that I don't hear from you guys, I'll throw them in there.
I have 2 honorable mention, by the way.
Damn, you got 15 people?
Actually, 3
Damn,
honorable
Seb,
mentions.
yo,
Sorry.
Jesus
your
Christ.
promotion, everybody's getting pushed.
Nah, this is actually like a legit list, bro.
Okay, that's what we think.
Damn, it's really fall. It's like dark and it's not even
Uh,
Go ahead, Seb.
Oh, you want me to go first? Okay. All right. I'm gonna just run.
Obviously.
So my 10, the core 10, are Mr. Kennedy.
okay.
Sami Zayn.
Yes.
Luke Harper.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your favorite Finn Balor.
Yes.
No.
Dolph Ziggler.
Yes. Yes.
No. You can say yes and no. You can say yes and
Yes and no. Yes and no. Because he had a chance to
Yes
leave.
at times
in
and no
He
at
is a
others.
2017.
two-time world champion.
Right, exactly. It's hard to say that.
Putting a
about world
Goldberg
champions.
match, which
Same goes for
obviously he
Finn,
lost,
kinda.
but that is a big spot.
Is Goldberg on your list, Seb? I'm just
Fuck
He
kidding.
should
no.
be.
Hell
He
no,
should
hell
be.
no.
He should be.
William Regal.
Yes.
no. He was
what?
pushed pretty good. Did y'all watch any of like wrestling in 2000?
That's what I was gonna
2001?
say
He won
though.
King of
Like
the
I
Ring.
don't.
He won.
like,
He won European title. He won the Intercontinental
What's the
title. He
European
was pushed pretty
title?
good.
Come on.
He wasn't really.
Yo,
He,
you wasn't a yo.
you weren't
was
gonna
like
put the
2 months
WWE
years old when
Championship
that
on
shit
William
came
Regal.
out, bro.
There was one
You-
year
if you-
he
if
did
you- no, no.
deserve that WWE
If you
championship.
lived, if you lived that time, you would understand. European title was actually something.
Yeah.
Bro,
It was
King of the
actually
Ring.
something.
Bro,
He
it's
could
right
Yeah.
run. Yeah. He could run the mid card for sure.
Mustafa Ali,
Yeah.
Aleister
Mm.
Black, and Shinsuke Nakamura.
Oh,
My honorable
that's
mentions.
definitely him. Number one.
My
They
honorable
dropped his ass.
my honorable mentions are Booker T, even though I don't like
Booker
him
T.
nowadays.
What?
Booker T's
Booker
on mine.
T.
Booker
Booker
T's on mine, bro.
Booker T's definitely.
That dude
on
had the
list.
He
look.
got
that dude
pushed
had
pretty
the,
decent.
everything. And
Bro,
bro.
he should have been a star.
Should have been WWE champion in like 2005.
Easy.
Yeah,
Easy.
but guys like that don't become champions.
Right, black guys. Yeah.
You're right. It's crazy. All my honorable mentions are black people. Now that you mentioned that.
That's what I'm talking about. Seb, let's represent, baby.
The other honorable mention is Shelton Benjamin. He had all the tools.
definitely.
He had
Kinda.
all the.
That's
He
who I
couldn't
was
talk.
gonna
He
We
say.
see no. We
yeah.
saw him in his comeback though. He is no charisma whatsoever.
He can't talk for shit.
That's what I was gonna say.
He's the
That's why
black
he's honorable
Dean
mention.
Malenko.
He's
If he
Mr.
never
Money.
came back, if he
He's
never
just-
came back, we'd look at him so much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just Mr. Money in the Bank match. Not Mr. Money in the
Honestly,
Bank.
yeah,
It's Mr. Money in the Bank
He was
match.
given some very good performances.
He was a good IC champion. He had a good match
The
in
match
Boston
against Shawn
against Shawn
Michaels.
Michaels.
Yeah.
On Monday
Let's-
Night Raw.
Let's not forget, even
I was
even
there for
though
that.
even though ECW, the newer version sucked, he was doing a lot for that brand.
Because I was about to say he had CM Punk. That's Kofi Kingston though.
But that's why he's honorable mention, because he can't talk. That's the only thing.
Yeah, he can't talk for
He
shit.
He can't talk. And then my other honorable mentions, some people might not agree with this, some people might agree. It's Sasha Banks for me. Because
What?
you having back-to-back hot potato title wins
I agree.
does not make
She
you
was
some-
she was a transition champion. That's what she
Ex-
was.
Yeah, multiple
I agree.
times. And then she left the company twice because she was treated like shit.
Yeah.
So definitely
I think the word for her is an underutilized because she was like a 5 or 6
I
time
was gonna
champion. I think
say-
the word is
Yeah.
like disrespected.
Thank you. I'll take that. I'll take that.
Yeah,
Besides,
same-
when you in the
I
main
think-
event,
but
she was in
you're not
multiple main
wrong with what
events.
you said.
similar.
main event of
But
the
those-
Mania.
I mean, I agree,
Obviously, it
though.
was night
Those
one.
main
but
events were soulless. They didn't mean anything.
the one against
Right.
Bianca.
The one against Bianca
Bianca
is their
was great.
best one.
Yes.
Recently.
Yeah, that was the
Becoming
biggest
the
spotlight she
first
was
woman
given, and she
champion?
fucking
Becoming the
killed
first
it.
woman tag team champion doesn't mean
Bro,
shit.
and then she lost it 2 weeks later to Charlotte. Are you like
No. I said no. Becoming the
what?
first ever women's tag team champion.
She
those
decided to
tag
get
team
that back.
those tag team titles don't mean shit.
Now they
I
don't.
believe-
At the
No, they
time,
still didn't. They
at
still
the
that,
time, yeah.
that was her first gripe when she left the first time because she said, we got these titles and we wanted to do so much with it. We wanted to go to different brands and do this and that. And they did nothing with Sasha and Bailey. I'm not hearing that. Those titles were literally
No, you
props.
hearing
Bailey.
that. You're
They're
hearing that.
props. They're
Bailey,
props.
another underutilized, maybe.
No,
I don't
'cause
know
she got
about
hurt.
anymore. I don't know about anymore.
Not ever since she turned heel, she definitely wasn't no underutilized. They used her.
Yeah,
She
they
had
used-
segments
they-
and everything,
they
but then
used
she
her.
just got hurt. She
I
got
agree.
hurt twice. She
I
got hurt
agree.
twice and they had to get
Now they
surgery.
gave her a big faction.
Sasha
Big.
was
Yeah.
the most
I love that
underutilized
faction.
out
I
of
love that
out of the
faction.
four
Yeah.
horsewomen. Sasha was the most underutilized, and that's a fact.
Nah. I think I would go with Bailey over her in that faction. Was underutilized.
The
'Cause
most,
Bailey was like an afterthought compared to those four. She was an
yeah,
afterthought.
but
Nobody
then,
really gave a
but
fuck about
then,
Bailey.
but then they raised her up. They put her right in the forefront.
Yeah, but Sasha Banks was still over her with Charlotte Flair. First of all, Becky Lynch was
Becky
underutilized in the group, and then she got
She
punched.
found
in the
her-
fucking-
she
No, she turned heel on
organically,
Charlotte
yeah.
on that pay-per-view.
They all
she
found
turned
their
heel.
stride.
I
That
think
They all
and
Becky's the
found
Nia
their
worst in
stride.
the ring out of
that
them.
and Nia decided to break her face.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because she
also-
can't
that
wrestle.
was like 2 months later. That was like 2 or 3 months later. But when she turned heel on when she didn't want to shake Charlotte's hand at the end of that match, and even in the middle of the match, you could tell like there was something off with her. Ever since she did that, like that's when she hit stride. And that's when she actually, in the hindsight and looking at it,
Whoa,
she's probably like number one in the group.
Hold on. You saying she hit her stride when she didn't shake Charlotte's hand? That was recent. That was like last year.
No, he's
No,
talking
wasn't
about the
last
turn at
year.
SummerSlam. He's talking
Oh,
about the turn
okay,
at
okay,
SummerSlam.
okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Dave,
Yeah,
what's your list?
Yeah, that's when she hit.
All
her
right.
stride.
I have roughly the same list.
I
I'll
knew
list
they would all
off a
be
couple
similar.
names. I'll
Except
list
for no
off a
black
couple
people.
names.
No black people. No black people.
Yo,
I'll list off a couple names that I have.
I'll fuck with you.
And then I do have one that's sort of a broad name.
Okay.
okay.
The one I have is Cesaro.
Yes.
Yep. I'll give you
He
that.
can't talk either though.
One thing
Go
I will
back and
say
forth with
because-
him.
Yeah.
He was always on TV.
But he can't talk like Seb
Um,
said.
One thing I will also, one person I will say that Seb did say, just because he was one of the guys that first caught my eye when I started watching wrestling again, was Aleister Black. Especially when
love his
he
presentation.
came
Malachi
back
Black
to
is
Smack.
underutilized.
He came back to SmackDown,
Alistair too.
and he had this unreal presentation for like 2 weeks, and then they
Yeah.
just said bye.
He
And
just
I was
stayed in the
pissed.
closet.
I was well, no. So when he came back to SmackDown during the
Knock,
pandemic,
knock.
he was gone for months because I think he had some
Mm.
sort of injury and he was
Mhm.
training. Came back. He had this really good presentation about him. He was like the Dark Father or something. He
Mhm.
had
Yeah.
unbelievable vignettes, like 4 or 5 weeks in a row. Then he
Knock
came
on
back
my
on
door.
TV. Yeah. Then he came back on TV and then he was released, which I was pissed
Made no
about.
sense.
Made
I
no-
will say Andrade because I think Andrade was your best chance at having your
Yes.
new Rey Mysterio
Yes.
/ Eddie Guerrero. I get, he doesn't speak the best English, but at the same time, like
Why
give him a
break up him
manager.
and Zelina?
you
Yeah.
have
Zelina
Zelina
was
Vega,
perfect.
yeah, there's like they were
did
perfect
Alberto Del
together.
Rio, and they pushed him. Shit.
Yeah, but then he
was
ended up
basic-
like beating
He's a
women and
better
shit.
Alberto Del Rio.
He
Yeah.
is so.
And then the last singular name I will say, he won multiple championships over multiple characters, but I think Bray Wyatt. I
Yes.
think he should have
Yeah,
had better
very-
world title
very
reigns.
underutilized.
Because he finally wins the world title as Bray Wyatt.
I'm not a fan of him. I plant
Rude.
my flag there.
He
Why?
finally wins
Why?
the
Hold
world
on, hold on,
title.
hold on, hold on.
We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
Why?
Let Dave finish.
Let
Dave
me finish my list and then we can get to it. He finally wins the world title
get ready to go
in
soon.
a good elimination chamber match to then just lose it a month later to Orton at Mania in an underwhelming match that was only known for projecting bugs on the fucking canvas.
Don't forget the Hell in Cell with Seth too.
Well, no,
No
that's what I
brainer.
was getting. Then he becomes the Fiend and he wins the Universal, or he gets put into the Universal title picture for some fucking reason, even though a mythical beast like that doesn't need should
Right.
not care about a title. He should just care about eating people's souls.
Vince sucks, man.
Yeah, and then he wins the Universal title and loses to
To
whatever.
Goldberg in like 2 seconds.
And then he wins it again in the COVID era to then, which I mean, it's different circumstances because then that is the beginning of the Roman reign. No pun intended.
Yeah, they
But,
fucked him over.
Yeah, he wins it again just to lose it a week later. But anyways, and then the last one I have is a broad topic. It's any main eventer in the late 80s, early 90s that wasn't Hulk Hogan or Randy Savage.
Oh yeah, yeah, for
The
sure.
three
What
names
about
that
Ultimate Warrior? Well, Ultimate Warrior.
yeah, and Ultimate Warrior. There's three. If I feel like a fourth will pop in my head, Mr. Perfect,
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Oh
the
yeah.
$1 Million
Ted
Man,
DiBiase.
Ted
Yup,
DiBiase,
there we go. That's
and
number one in mine.
Roddy Piper.
Oh
Now,
yeah.
Roddy Piper, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Roddy Piper is one
Definitely.
of the best bad guys ever. I don't know why he didn't win a title. And
You
then
know why he didn't
there's
win a
one
title.
more. I feel like there's one more in my head. I'm
There
not gonna
probably
sit
is.
here. I'm not gonna sit. There was one though that was like on the tip of my tongue.
Owen Hart too.
Owen Hart.
Owen Hart was
That's
that
the
is
90s.
different though. Yeah. And then I will not sit here and dwell on who that other name is. I will just try to think and then just randomly blurt them out.
Gabe,
So.
tell us before we get out of here why you don't like Mr. Bray Wyatt.
Oh, real
Yeah,
quick.
please, give me.
Can I just do a couple of my own?
Oh yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
No.
You gotta
Yeah,
explain yourself first.
Goldberg, Stone Cold.
Oh no.
No, but
Fuck's
nobody mentioned
sake.
Asuka, and Asuka is probably
She
the most
was on my
underused
list,
guy.
but I
Shit,
did
I was
keep
thinking-
her.
Who's that?
I did
Oscar
keep her
girl.
off.
Who the hell is that?
But
Oh.
I literally have her written down.
I was
She's
thinking
literally
about
one
her
of the best
too.
wrestlers in the world, male or female to me, and they just completely stopped
They fucked her
caring
over.
about her.
Bad.
And
Bad.
that bugs the shit out of me.
That undefeated streak, losing to Charlotte to do nothing, was crazy. I
Yeah.
knew they
Both-
weren't gonna do
both-
shit with that.
Both New Japan's wrestlers lost that night when they should have won.
Right.
Because
Oh yeah, that's right.
Shinsuke
That's
lost.
right.
He
Yeah.
lost to AJ Styles.
And that match was underwhelming as fuck.
Yep, it didn't live up to Wrestling Kingdom.
No.
Yeah, they did not at all.
No. Maybe honestly, speaking of Wrestle Kingdom, I feel like when I watch these
Kota?
New Japan shows, Kota is my favorite wrestler. I think he is the best wrestler in New Japan. He's one of the best wrestlers in the world, and he rarely gets his shot. Of course, there's a whole bunch of other drama going on with him right now, but before that, I was always like, why
Kota's definitely underutilized.
am I getting Naito and Tanahashi? No, I actually think Naito's pretty good too, but like
Naito's a beast.
why is 2 hours of the show like Naito, Tanahashi, Jay White, and like this dude Kota every time he shows up, it's match of the year. Anyways,
Honestly,
what's
I
up?
don't. I think he might not be able to talk. Maybe
I
you
don't
never know.
He has a cool voice to me. He's got
Yeah,
that
but you
best-
don't know. You
I don't
don't
know
know
what
in
he's saying.
Japanese.
Does it soothe you? Does it soothe you?
In Japanese,
Sounds
he
like
might
Jotaro
soothing.
from JoJo.
he might not be hitting like that in Japanese though. He might be like bland as hell. You never
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
He's the golden star. He's the golden
'Cause we don't
lover.
understand- Whoa.
But yeah,
Him and Kenny are the golden lovers.
the Golden Lovers.
Yeah, Bray
he's-
Wyatt.
Yeah, please tell
Definitely
us.
Bray
I
Wyatt.
mean, his
Definitely.
matches
Come
just don't
on.
wow me, and I feel like he's been in main event picture a lot, and that's more than you can say for guys that I think are way more talented, like a Sami Zayn. I feel like he's been the main event picture more than like Kevin Owens. So it's not like a weight thing with him either. His matches don't wow me. His promos are like these fucking long drawn out sermons. He's I'm gonna blah 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 blah, and then it's just a normal wrestling match.
Okay.
First of all,
This
his
is kinda weird
promos
to
are
me.
one of the best.
I would agree.
They're
with
all
you
the
if this 20
same.
I would agree with you if this was 2016.
Nah,
They're all the
man.
same,
But
bro.
you-
And then
nah,
the
man,
Fiend
I'm
is
sitting
fucking
here-
stupid.
They made the Fiend stupid when it started. It
No,
was,
the
it
I
Fiend
was
is
always thought the
brilliant.
Fiend was stupid.
It was
That
brilliant.
fucking
The
mask
demon
is
is
stupid.
stupid.
No, the
demon
demon's
is
cool.
stupid.
No, Gabe,
The
don't even
demon's
say.
cool.
Gabe, don't even say that because I remember the night when the Fiend debuted, we were all like, "Oh shit,
No, stop.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Bro,
I
yeah,
care.
Yup,
yes,
Fuck.
you
yup,
did.
no,
Yes, you
yes,
did.
you
Yes,
did.
you
No,
Yes,
did.
you
when
did.
did he even
Yes, you
debut?
did.
bro." That was SummerSlam.
Yo, I think
Finn.
Gabe got the fever and
He
it
jumped
fucking
Finn.
gave him memory
He
loss.
jumped Finn. Remember, he came out. That was the first time he debuted because there was a lot of cryptic.
Remember.
There was a lot of cryptic.
I thought
on Raw.
Speaking
I
of
really
Bray
don't-
Wyatt, he
I don't
might
like
be
the
coming
mask.
back.
And no, the one Fiend thing I did like was the match where
With
him and
Randy.
Randy Orton like were lighting each other on fire.
What about the Cena match at
Where I'm
Mania?
from, we don't like fiends. All right, we don't like fiends.
The
bro.
Cena match is acquired taste. I
That's
like
just
that
like
match.
It was,
yeah.
yeah, it
I
was
liked
fine. It was cool.
It's not a wrestling match.
It was
I
cool.
love the
think
story
people
driven.
people were dying for something not
Different.
terrible at that point. So I think people treated that like it was like the best match of all time at the time. But I thought it was cool. It's not something I go back and watch every day.
Yeah, yeah.
I've seen it twice.
So Seb watches it every day.
No, not every day. I've only seen it twice.
Seb goes back and watches
The
it.
storytelling in that quote unquote match was actually really good.
Yeah, it was perfect.
And that's the thing with Bray Wyatt. A lot of people want him to get his comeuppance because he's a great mind in the business.
The Fiend should have never been put into the title picture.
That should have never
Not
happened.
right away. Not right away.
That
There's a
shouldn't
reason.
happen at
There's a
all.
reason why Undertaker post like 2006 didn't hold the belt that often.
Didn't need
but
it.
07, 08. Oh my god. He was so good.
Undertaker was always in the title picture.
He was so good in 07, 08.
He was in it, but he didn't need the
Yeah,
belt. at
he
all.
definitely was. He was. I like
the
07,
Batista,
08
the Batista feud, the Edge feud, like back to back.
That's
he
on-
was going
that's-
crazy.
what a
He was
run.
going crazy.
That's 09 right there. Especially that SummerSlam match. Him versus Edge was the best.
Yeah.
Him versus Randy Orton at the WrestleMania 22 was awesome.
Undertaker's great. He just didn't need
Yeah.
the title. He never needed it.
Never
Yeah, he
needed
didn't
the
need
title.
that.
He was the title.
And the Fiend didn't need the title either.
Yeah, I think that's how you build the Fiend because that character is the spectacle. You don't
I'll give
need
you
the
that.
belt.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'll give him another chance.
Well, I
but-
don't even know at this point.
Also, when he came back at 37 before the match started, I liked the whole thing with how he got lit on fire, then he came back and he was burnt. And he
I
lost
like
the
that
belt,
too.
and it was
I
like,
thought
I
his
like that
mask
too.
was
and then he
burnt
was
everything.
fine. Then he came out of the box. And I thought that was cool, and he jumped
was
in,
cool.
but then he lost in like 4 minutes.
Exactly.
Not
See,
even.
this is what I'm talking about. Like,
Yeah,
Gabe, he
everything
has
that
had-
was in his control,
but his
he fucking
matches-
killed it.
His like the work rate isn't there either for me, and I don't know. It's just very
He's a different
repetitive.
type. He's a
The
different type
Daniel
of
Bryan,
wrestler.
my favorite Bray Wyatt moment is probably the Daniel Bryan cage thing.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was cool. Yeah. I was a mark then. Oh my god. I was so mad that Daniel Bryan was getting all this bullshit thrown at him. And then he was hypnotized by the Wyatt family. I was like, no, they're gonna do this instead of the title.
That was pretty good though. I thought it was funny.
It's
I was
good
like,
in
he's so
hindsight.
stupid.
When I look back at it, it was
because
yeah.
he eventually does get the title.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so it's all good in
yeah.
the end.
That,
Seb, let me
road-
get that Dragon Ball Z poster.
No. This
Get
dude's
that
been
Goku
asking
poster.
me for over a decade about this.
Hell over a decade now.
Bro, my brother got this poster in 96 and it's staying here. You're never getting this poster.
Nah, we're getting that poster, bro.
Uh-oh. Jeans about hit a
We're
lick.
getting it.
He's about to
Oh,
hit
we getting it.
he's about to hit a look like Triple H did to Randy.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna get it. He's
Yeah,
gonna
that was
get it on his
classic,
way
though.
to. He's gonna get it on his way to Christian to get Seb's fantasy money that he never paid him.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Gonna hit 2-1.
How much
Let's
was
wrap-
that money though? How much money? Like $10?
Yeah.
It was like 10.
It was
like
10.
10
Yeah,
or
we're
20,
coming for the
something like that.
poster. We're coming for that poster, Seb.
That's why I was
Straight
so
up.
mad too. I'm just like $10. You couldn't. He wasn't the only one. A lot of them, like they just didn't send
I
me the
paid,
money. I'm
like,
it's
a year ago.
$10.
So I paid like a year ago, and it was like 7 years ago.
You guys got crazy for that.
Hey, but Seb. Hey, Seb.
What's up?
Yo, congrats on the album, bro.
Thank you. Appreciate
You're
it.
like the
anything to plug here,
You're like
guys?
you're like the Fozzy Chris Jericho of the group.
The Fozzy Christian.
Everybody sings it when he comes out.
Yeah.
Fozzy baby. No, but
No,
yeah,
but I was being real. No, I was being real. There was no joking to that shit. I was like, yo, congrats.
no, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, you can
Keep
go
going.
check that out on all platforms.
Gabe, congrats on not being dead yet.
All right, we'll see.
I know, right?
Give it a few hours.
I know you.
Yeah.
Yo, way to stick through it. Way to fight through the injury like Finn did, huh?
Let's wrap
Right.
it up because I know for a fact we're at 2 hours by now, and this editing is gonna be
Oh
ridiculous.
my god, yeah.
I know. I'm about to
envy
go
that.
out. I'm about to go out. You know what I'm saying?
Look at
I'm
you.
over
Shut
here
it down,
changed like
boys.
Superman.
I'm locked down right here.
Oh,
All right,
yeah,
guys.
yo. Look at
Oh my
that.
god, Gene! Gene is getting eviscerated.
If you
By
need me,
who?
I'll be in my room.
Despicable Dave.
not
Uso.
by Finn. Not by Finn. Body slam Finn's little ass. Fuck out of here, yo. Y'all got to sit there talking about Finn
Hey.
Balor. Finn Balor suck.
Did you cut
Yo,
the tape?
y'all got me. No, it's still rolling. I can see record
Gene,
in
you still there?
progress.
Gene, you still there?
Oh,
Oh,
what's this? Who's coming out? Who's coming out?
Why is it like
You're
the
gonna
other
have to
ticket behind
find
me
out
in the
next
shadow?
week.